All right, it is Monday night. Welcome to another segment of Gayborhood Friends. My name is Ophelia Buns, and this is my co-host.
I'm Bryce, and I'm here.
Oh my God!
Introducing.
Good morning, Bryce. How are you?
Good morning.
Bryce, I love your shades. Thanks for wearing your good shades with us today.
You know, I'm a person that likes to accessorize.
You're really loud.
I'm a person that likes to accessorize. And I always have like an item for this season. And this, for the summer, every spring and summer, I have glasses of the season. So this is my year of these shades that I will be representing throughout the entire summer.
Don't believe him.
The same pair.
So did you have a good weekend?
Well, I have multiple pairs, but I always get a new pair every summer. Start of summer.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did. Yourself?
I had a great weekend. What did you do?
Saturday night, or Saturday, I worked, and then I didn't do anything Saturday night, and then Sunday, I had the pleasure of being able to work backstage at the Miss Gay Western States America pageant.
That was a great pageant, by the way.
A really good pageant. And then I we went out afterwards, and then today, that was it.
What did I do this weekend? I worked. I did a show. Don't forget, we're broadcasting here from Phoenix, Arizona. I did a show at The Rock on Friday with Lady Christian. That was fun. On Saturday, I did a private birthday party.
How was that? You never told me.
That was very interesting.
Let's get into details.
Let me give you a little detail about this one. So it was a small, intimate crowd of maybe about 15, 20 people, if not less. There was about 4 or 5 little girls running around, and I'm in full drag, along with another queen, trying to perform in the dark and fake
in the
grass.
dark.
No spotlight?
They had no lights. They had nothing. They had a DJ, though.
That's good.
And there were a lot of straight people. So, I mean, I got paid good money for it. So, and it was funny because when I did my last number, this little girl comes up to me. She said, "Are you a real lady?" I said, "Well, yes, I am."
Oh.
And she said, "Well, that other one was a man dressed like a woman." I said, "Mm-hmm."
And I know who you're talking about.
Yes.
So my question is, let's hear your lady voice.
That was his lady voice.
That was my lady voice.
Oh.
What do you think?
That's how he answers the phone.
Confused.
Hi. My name is Ophelia Buns.
Chichi Rodriguez.
Oh my gosh. Gina, stop. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and introduce you to our special guest from the Gayborhood tonight. We have the one and only Miss Luisa Valdez.
Hello.
Oh, we got.
I like that.
Yeah.
And we have all the way.
This is what most drag queens need for their show because nobody else pays attention to them.
Ophelia Bunn said that. I did it.
Most drag queens.
We have all the way from Amsterdam, Phoenix, Miss Coco St. James, the leading Gaga impersonator of Arizona.
Oh.
No applause.
She doesn't get applause. You're off to a great start.
Thank you.
How was your guys' weekend?
Good. I was at a bunkhouse on Saturday for the pet pageant that we had out there for AIDS Walk Phoenix.
A pet pageant?
Pet pageant.
That
the whole patio
exciting.
was so covered in dogs and boys in leather, and we had the cutest dog competition and the butchest dog competition. It was a lot of fun.
What are the categories for that?
We had a whole bunch of them. We had the cutest dog went to this very tiny, aggressive little pincher mix thing. We had some of the best dressed dogs. So we had some high fashion dogs out there. We had a great dog that was in a yarmulke, and he was in his bark mitzvah outfit.
Bark mitzvah.
Bark mitzvah. So it was really fun out there, just raising money for AIDS Walk Phoenix and Pause for the Cause.
Oh, that's
exciting.
awesome.
Very cool.
What did you do, Miss Coco?
Yeah, Coco.
What did I do this weekend? I do a lot of things on the weekend. I was at Amsterdam on Saturday.
What do you do at Amsterdam on Saturdays?
Drink.
Well, obviously. We do like a Saturday night dance party every week, and I do a little pop-up drag.
Oh, very cool.
What is pop-up drag? I'm
Just kind of pop up and do a number, and then...
Where do you pop up from?
Or
Well, I don't
what's
really just
pop-
pop up
What do you pop up from?
from their basement.
Oh.
Sorry. I said I wasn't going to say it.
Snort.
I know it happens.
We also want to go ahead and acknowledge our wonderful tech guy. This is our token straight boy. This is Mr. Eric, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, token
Hi,
straight
Eric.
boy.
How was your weekend?
It was good, thanks.
You don't have drag shows in your world on Saturday, Sunday nights?
No, just Asians and blue hair
I
and
do
punk
now.
rock concerts.
See, we like to include him every once in a while.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
At
This
least.
next weekend, actually, Eric and I, and maybe Ophelia, will be going to the roller derby.
That's right. The Arizona Derby.
Are you going to suit up and let those girls have at you or what?
That's me.
Yeah.
He's the token straight guy. He's in for a good time.
Ophelia's I don't even know what's happening on my
If
show.
they're Asian and have blue
Impressive.
hair and look
We've
like punk rockers, he's all for it.
I don't know where this Asian thing came from.
It's
You
like
started
Sushi
it.
Go-Go.
From
How
the
did I
first
start
show,
it?
you said you like the Asian lady because they're
Flexible or something like that.
No, you said that.
Ping pong balls.
By the way, my mom could be listening. I said none of that. I think I said I dated an Asian woman
Eric's
once.
mom's listening?
No, and I think you asked if
Hi, Eric.
My,
Eric's mom.
my mom's in town. Yeah.
I think you asked if we liked Asians, and I said I prefer my egg rolls on my plate, not in my mouth.
I do remember
Or
you
my
saying
bed.
that.
Something like that.
So glad his mom's listening.
Yeah.
my mom listens too, but she's already used to me. So, and we want to say hello to Eric's mom if you're listening. You can call us anytime this evening. You can go ahead and call us at 888-791-9294. You're also in our chat room, which Bryce is watching tonight. Mm-hmm. And yeah,
Officially watching. I will not lose track of this chat room.
and I believe he
tonight.
punched in the phone number on that too.
No, but I
Yes,
can.
That's the
Yeah,
hand for you to
let's
do it.
Let's do that.
Oh, okay. I will put that in right now.
It's so funny. Let's go ahead and start off our show with our one and only Hollywood gossip.
Hollywood
Ooh.
gossip.
Oh, and we have some stuff to talk about tonight,
We
ladies.
do have some
all the way
stuff.
from Tinseltown. Okay,
Tinseltown.
let's talk about this. How do you call Hollywood? Tinseltown or?
I'm just going to be real. Tinseltown's a white folks thing. I say Hollywood.
Oh!
Let's just be real.
Well,
I'm white Caucasian. I'm Italian. I kind of
So
have
you
some
say
Spaniard.
Tinseltown.
No,
But I don't even say that. I said the Hollywood Hills, Hollywood. I call it Hollywood. And this
Hollywood.
one's like Tinseltown. I'm like, is that Santa Claus?
Tinseltown.
Santa Claus?
I think it's an older
Christmas
white
elves?
person thing.
Oh, see, now she called you old.
she must have been listening to the show last night.
I heard it. I heard you talking about Tinseltown. So I was like, oh, we're
But
going
can we
there
say the
again.
cholas with the crazy eyebrows too?
It's Islos. That's all.
We're going to go ahead and start off with the gossip, talking about Catherine Zeta-Jones, 43-year-old Academy Award winner, checked herself into a center to get treated for bipolar disorder.
I know a lot of people out here that have some bipolar.
They should check in too.
Yeah,
I
they
think
should.
so.
Catherine Zeta-Jones should be the spokeswoman for that. I know they'll have her
Who's
come
her
out
old
at some
man
point.
husband? Because she's
Douglas.
She's been crazy.
Michael Douglas.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she's been crazy about him for a while. They've been talking about anytime ladies, he has to do movies with ladies, she'd get all flipped out and crazy. So I guess he hospitalized her so he can have a girlfriend. Or
So like hitting on the headboard, that's
Right?
what happens to you.
I will get. Is that close enough? Right.
Are you not hearing? I hear her perfectly.
I think he's the token straight guy. He just
Yeah.
he
Move
He
her-
likes to watch her
Closer.
lips move up and down against the
No,
microphone.
I see what he's looking at. You're looking at the cleavage. Because I'm looking straight at the cleavage. And girl, you got cookies with us
I
now?
know what I'm working with. We're good. No, they're mine.
Shit, why?
They're mine. They're all right. So bipolar.
Bipolar. What do we got?
We have some in other news. We have
Let's
Corey.
not go to the sports one yet. We're gonna say.
Oh no, we're saving that for the last.
Yes,
I already got
that's
that.
last.
I'm
booth.
excited about that one.
The sports one. It's going to be an interesting topic. But in other news, Corey Monteith, Glee star,
Oh,
is
yeah.
finally out of rehab
Yes, after 30 days, right?
after 28 days.
Oh, he missed 30. He must have been in February.
Well, he pulled a Sandra Bullock and was out in 28 days. I'm sure there might be a movie at some point. Maybe in Glee they'll film some type of musical reference towards 28
I
days.
can't wait till
but
Glee gets really crazy.
It's gotten pretty crazy. That was really loud.
Why'd you gotta peek at like
It's gotten pretty crazy. I actually got caught up all on my Glee episodes this past weekend.
So did I on Hulu. I was so excited to finally
Me too.
tagged into
You
that.
got tagged into Hulu?
Yeah, thank you.
I finally got this one tagged into Hulu. Hulu's a miracle.
Oh, I
Apple
love
TV,
Hulu.
it works miracle.
I still don't get it. It never worked for me. It really never has.
Well, my dogs don't like me now because I don't pay attention to them. Like, go somewhere else.
See, that's why I have cats. They don't care. They sit on the laptop and they're like, no, I don't care what you're watching.
I'll be watching it and my dog will pop her head over here and before you know, she's pulling the whole thing down. I'm like, excuse me, you need to go play with the other one.
That's why there's two.
Right.
But anyways, upon leaving rehab, Corey tweeted to his fans, family, loved ones, and friends, "Big love to all my fans and family that have supported me throughout this, bad time."
It's not really a bad time. You know what? I'm just glad that he actually went out and did it. Some of these celebrities, they need to go do it.
Exactly.
Stop being a little bitch and just do it.
There's a lot of celebrities out there.
Yeah,
that
we won't talk.
Well,
yeah, we'll talk about one right now, ladies and gentlemen. Who needs to go to rehab is Mr. Justin Bieber. Again, we're going to talk about him just for a second.
Rehab.
He was in Sweden recently, and his bus got caught up and busted with some pot.
Oh, I heard about that. Mm-hmm. Here's my thing about that. I mean, I'm not.
Do they have rehab for pot smokers?
It's a drug.
But do they? I guess I've never heard of somebody.
7-Eleven. You eat as much as you can and you sober up and you're good.
See, I don't think the United States should necessarily legalize marijuana because
Would you take your glasses off, please?
I'm enjoying this right now.
You can't right now.
I feel like Pitbull right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Mr.
But you're looking like something else. Let me tell you on
you
that
have
one.
too much hair to be Pitbull.
Don't let them squash your life.
I'm not gonna let them.
Rock it.
I'm gonna rock it.
Okay, go ahead with your opinion on Justin Bieber.
It was marijuana, actually, because we were about to disagree on this.
Marijuana. Okay, so I don't think they should legalize marijuana in the United States. However, I don't necessarily. It's kind of I don't know. I think it's bittersweet. I think that it is an okay drug because, I mean, I will admit, I have done it once or twice, and I didn't really have anything with it. I didn't get anything out of it, and that's why I don't do it. So I just said, it's not for me. But there's so many celebrities. There's so many people in the government. There's everyone out here nowadays does it.
Now, there's street marijuana and there's medical marijuana. And medical, there's different, right, Louisa?
Oh, absolutely. There's difference.
And I'm asking Louisa because she's into this.
I'm an herbalist,
thank
so
you.
I work with plant-based medicines. But no, there's a total difference. And most people will say, oh, I've tried pot and it didn't do anything for me, or I just fell asleep, or
I got horny.
Well, then there's that. And so it's like
that's awkward.
There's different strains, just like there's different plants in the world. So depending on what you need, there's some that is really awesome for things like post-traumatic stress or like anxiety, depression, and then there's really good ones for things like artistic capabilities, and there's if you haven't found your right one, keep trying.
Like I said, I don't have anything against it. I just think that if they legalize it, there's going to be a lot of messed up people out there driving with it.
Have you been to America? There's a lot of messed up people.
Have you been to America?
Well, I thought I lived in America, so I would only assume
Welcome to the America. It's a lot of craziness already.
You dropped the A the first time, though. It was just welcome to the America.
That's his Espanol accent coming in.
It's the
Yuma. I see it.
It's the Yuma.
Your Yuma showing.
I didn't paint my eyebrows today. So
speaking of craziness, a couple of weekends ago, we were driving home. We were taking one of our friends, Gunnar, home. And
I know
the
Gunnar very
craziness
well.
that walked out. Let's just give the story.
We were on the bad side of town,
19th Avenue and past Camelback, and there was this portion of the road where this random person just walked out in the middle of the road.
Just walked.
We saw them, and we were a good 100, 200 yards away, and we saw them. We're like,
Closer.
They're going to get out of the way. This person just stopped, sit there, was talking to himself, having a conversation, and like I honked because I was like, okay, clearly this person doesn't realize we're coming.
Right.
And this person just looked at us, stopped, laughed, pointed at us as if we just had this great conversation and just walked off right off the road. Had I not seen him, I would have dead on hit him.
Oh, bless their hearts.
But that's the craziness.
To the America. Here's some more craziness, ladies and gentlemen. We have Rihanna, who was in Miami recently, dropped $8,000. Well, she made it rain in Miami.
I heard about that at a local strip club.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, we're boring Coco over there. Coco St. James is having her own conversation over there. Are you showing pictures over to Eric or something, or what?
No, I'm watching. I'm gonna be watching the show here in a second. I want to keep an eye on myself.
Oh, that boring?
So I don't look crazy.
It's not funny or live.
She wants to watch
Anyway,
herself.
I wanna watch myself.
She likes to watch
herself.
I'm sure.
herself.
I bet you look in the mirror while you're having sex, huh?
Or masturbate.
If there was a mirror in there, yeah.
Or masturbate. You what? What?
Why did you get real quiet?
Why did you bring that?
Like you've never done it.
I think
I
we've all
don't.
secretly done it. Don't
I don't
lie.
think I've ever masturbated to myself.
In the mirror?
Like in the mirror, no.
Oh.
Never.
We're just kidding. Then
Well,
talking
she
about.
can't when she has that plug up on the mirror. She's all hitting it like this.
That's awkward.
Yeah.
Only because you're like a sister to me, and I don't want to picture that.
Oh, sister. So Rihanna, $8,000. I mean, bitch, that's a lot.
She
of
made
money.
it rain in that strip club. I heard.
I wonder if it was on one girl. Like if
No,
there
it was a couple
one
girls.
It was a couple
girls.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if not, that was a rich hoe when she was done. Speaking of rich hoes, ladies and gentlemen, J-Lo has been asked to come back to American Idol.
What?
That's right.
I didn't
Did
hear
she
that.
Yes.
decline?
No, she's actually considering it. They're right now, you know.
Who are they
Are
giving
they
the
trying
boot
to get
though?
rid of
Who do
Nicki
you
Minaj?
think they're going to get rid of?
Nicki Minaj.
Oh,
No.
What? Who?
Mariah Carey.
I'm okay with
They're going to
that.
keep her.
I'm okay with that.
They're getting rid of her.
Mariah?
Yeah.
They're trying to, yeah.
I switched to The Voice 2 years ago. I can't do American
I
Idol.
honestly stopped watching American Idol. The only reason I watch the final episode is because every year in in May we go to nationals for Miss Gay Use of A, and during prelim nights, one of the nights they always air prior to the pageant starting the final, like who wins.
Gotcha.
That's the only reason I watch it at the end of every year, but I don't watch it.
I remember the first year that it came on, and I was all excited about
Kelly
it.
Clarkson.
Exactly. I was like, I remember like half awake, like, no, I got to see if Kelly Clarkson wins, and now I couldn't
Right.
even tell you.
Yeah, now it's just boring.
Yeah.
But I have more Ian Ziering news.
Oh, the stripper from Ian Ziering from 90210.
90210 is going to be, obviously, I don't know if you know this,
No.
he's going to be appearing in the Chippendales.
Who?
Ian Ziering, he's from
He's
90210.
902, the original
The
90210.
original.
You
Oh,
don't
okay.
know. You're too
Never
young for
watched
that. Yeah.
it.
Okay.
He was Steve Sanders.
Yeah, he was sexy. But he's 49 years old, and he has a body that looks like he's
Do you have a
30.
picture of that? Eric, do we have a picture of? Eric's. He likes to pull.
The token
he pull
straight guy has a picture of
No,
him.
he's gonna pull it up. He don't have it. You don't have it on his computer right now.
You don't know. Don't assume.
No, he actually has a lot of them.
Okay, if you had to pick between like Steve Sanders or Matthew McConaughey, though, like
Matthew McConaughey.
For the record, I am a man of taste. So
Oh. Well, get you some, get you some.
he just don't tell you what he's tasting, but he's a man of taste.
Anyways, Ian Ziering is
that one?
Oh,
welcoming.
Jesus. With his mullet. Oh, I know who that is. Yes. Okay, yeah.
Is that a good picture of him?
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
not a
no.
bad picture of him at all.
Well, it's better than the first one.
The
you
one
showed
I
me.
saw,
that was the first one.
Oh no!
the one I
That's
saw
how
of
I remember him.
I was shocked that he was 49 years old. I'm just gonna
He
put it that
is.
way.
Well, weren't they all like in their like 20s when they were in high school?
Kind of makes you think,
Yeah.
how old's Nev Campbell?
Ew. I don't know. Whatever
Nev-
happened to her?
That was Party of Five. Honey.
That was a whole different
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever.
She's around. Still.
Anyways, Ian Ziering is welcoming the second baby girl to their family
Oh, yay.
just before the
Is there like a
Chippendales
pity
performance.
applause? Like,
Let's
wow.
see. Oh.
Aw.
oh.
Oh, she's
Well, I don't
39.
know if he needs to be booed for
She's
having
39.
Yeah, Nev Campbell.
Oh, wow.
Oh, did you?
Wow.
Oh.
It took a second.
It's the
Sorry.
internet.
What are you guys? Those two are sitting there just looking at.
They're googly.
You know what? We didn't take a picture of you guys for our. We had to do it at the end. Anyways, so guess who passed away this weekend?
Who passed away?
Country legend George Jones
I
at
saw
the
that.
81.
Didn't somebody else pass away? Like a drag queen. What's her face?
Kenny Kerr.
Kenny
Yeah.
Kerr.
Kenny Kerr.
Mm,
Kenny Kerr.
Kenny Kerr.
Kenny Kerr. All the way from. Was he in Vegas?
Vegas,
Wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he worked with Frank Moreno.
Mhm.
One of the contestants that actually ran for Miss Gay Western States who
Got to start with him, right?
Erica
Chandler.
Chandler worked with Kenny Kerr.
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 Kerr worked with them and got her start with Kenny. And she expressed behind stage that she was actually when she came to do her step down, she admitted that she had no idea that Kenny passed away, and she ended up finding out because they announced in the middle of the pageant during the pageant that he had passed, and he was like, "What?"
Oh my God, I'd freak out.
That's hard.
That I saw that. There's mosquitoes in here, by the way.
Close your legs.
That's not a mosquito, honey. I hate you. Ladies and gentlemen, Jermaine Jackson is a deadbeat dad. I just want to throw that one out for you. All the Jacksons and their money. This boy cannot pay his child support for his 2 teenage kids.
Like how much?
$36,000.
So that's like not even a drop for them. Right.
I'm like, he needs money. He should go and ask his mom for money.
$36,000 a year? Mm-hmm. That's like a full-time job.
Well, so it's
depends on what kind of.
But we all know
they're Jackson. Oh, have you seen Michael's kids? They're going
his
crazy.
Kids?
Yeah. The young girl, Paris, her name is, chopped her hair off.
She pulled the.
Does it look good though?
No, she looks horrible. She looks like
Well, I never thought they were attractive in the beginning. But.
Miley Cyrus.
Did you just do a wrist cutting motion?
Help me out here! Help me! Yeah, she looks horrible.
What's the other? Well, I mean, their names are like Blanket.
Blanket is the little one. Prince is the oldest son,
right?
Who's dating a princess, by the way. So they say.
Of course.
Actually, it's really not that ugly. It's cute.
Is she in her little cut-off booty shorts?
It's a little Beyond Thunder.
No. There's a picture with her and her mom. She's in her cut-off booty shorts. It looks ridiculous.
It's got to be a mullet.
While we're investigating that,
Jackson's in their hair, man.
Celine Dion came out to Us Weekly in a
She's gay too?
She came out?
I
was like, what?
Wow. Celine Dion stated to Us Weekly that Celine Dion's son Nelson, who is 2 years old, loves wearing high heels. I found this interesting because it brings up the topic of, do we think that Nelson is going to be a drag queen?
I hope not. There's enough of us out there.
But if this is a case, I can predict this. If this kid Nelson is a drag queen, she's gonna have a lot of money behind her when she starts running for pageants.
She's gonna get a Vegas show.
If she runs for pageants.
Who knows what?
Don't run for pageants.
She won't need it. She won't need to run for a pageant. She'll be famous just because she's Celine Dion.
But it's Celine Dion's kid, so she'll definitely be in pageants. Celine Dion would be like the pageant mom of all pageant moms. It's my kid.
Doing the cupcake walk.
It's my kid.
Right. The Tyler of the Tiara.
Celine said in the interview, though, my Nelson is 2.5, and he walks better in heels than I do. What does that say?
That means she buys them in his size?
But can you imagine the heels that he's walking around in?
Yeah, but if you think about it, their little foot goes into the heel isn't that high right at the front of the heel.
We'll see.
All right. So should we get into sports now?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, first of all, let's go ahead and we're going to talk a little about sports, but did you all know who Tim Tebow is?
Yes.
Who?
Actually,
Tebow? You know,
I have two other topics I want to bring up before we
let's go ahead. Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
One being Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez.
Again?
They suck.
Again.
Back together.
There's word on the street that sources are confirming that they are officially back together because...
And he said it on the streets because he got it from his chola cousin, Maria, left eye.
The point is this. They're pulling a Chris Brown on us and Rihanna.
He beat her?
No.
Oh.
Well...
Because you know that they're back together. And Justin Bieber isn't necessarily getting a good rep right now because of all of the, bad attention he's getting. So I have a feeling that Selena's going to be down Rihanna's road and getting, the head shaken to because she's going back to Bieber. Because the reason why this is coming out is because Justin Bieber and Selena both Instagrammed a picture of them together in a hotel room, and they looked very romantic, holding each other type of situation. And sources are coming out saying that they're back together.
I just hope they break up before she comes to Phoenix in November. So the concert's really awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I have tickets to see her with Natalie.
Why? Because she talks shit about him, right?
Well, yeah, like she just.
You going with Natalie?
Yeah, I'm going with Natalie. We're going to go see because she's awesome, and she's like, Selena Gomez is coming to town. So,
but Selena saw her. Was it a year or two ago with her nieces or something like that?
Natalie saw
Natalie
it. Probably.
Did? Sorry.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
She's bowling right now.
Bowling.
Natalie's like a total bowler. She's bowling.
Oh, bowler. I used to bully. I'm like, oh,
no, not a bully.
Natalie.
Poor bullies.
Bowler.
And then the last news I want to say is Lady Gaga.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I'm sure you probably already know this, being that.
I doubt it.
Oh, well.
Robert would know more than me. She's what?
Lady Gaga is going to be soon another godmother to both Elton John and husband David.
Oh, yeah.
Elton John and David are going to have a second son by the name of Elia. And they are going to be...
Your glasses are killing me. I'm trying so hard.
I wish you take the things off because I want to see how.
Don't hate on my style.
Well, clearly that's not entertaining.
You know, ever since I became your co-host, I've become real serious business here. I'm an icon now.
Real.
You're going to have to start talking to my agents, or we're going to have to get some lawyers involved.
Multiple.
I have multiple people behind me. They're standing behind me right now.
That shirt says it all.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah, it's screaming, actually. He's saying, time to get out of me.
Saying, men, please line up behind me.
No, it's saying, he's too big for this shirt to wear.
It's called a schmedium.
See? Thank you. You got
actually a large.
I love
that. I hate urban outfitters.
All right, Tim Tebow, ladies and gentlemen, just got fired. Aww. From the New York Jets. You with me on this one, straight guy? Tim Tebow? No, you're not a football player?
The Jets?
No, I think we should take him as the Cardinals. I think so.
Oh, no.
No? Well, how bad can we do with Tim Tebow?
We have like enough right-wing crazy people. We don't need another
This one will pray for everybody, though.
Like,
all those prayers got him to the Super Bowl.
I just want him to date Taylor Swift or something. Like,
oh, we don't need to hear another sad song.
They just those two should run off together.
No, he should date Britney Spears.
Well, that's another sad song.
That would be fun.
That'd be crazy.
Wouldn't it though?
She'd dirty him up.
That's what I'm saying. He needs to get dirty. Trust me.
Britney Spears is like a 12-hour trip in Vegas. Like, you're not quite sure if you have an STD. You're not quite sure how much alcohol you've had.
How many Vegas trips do you go on like that?
None.
She doesn't
that exact reason.
Nothing.
She's there for 24 hours, not 12 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all read on the internet, Jason Collins from the Washington Wizards just came out, and he is black and gay.
And proud.
And proud. So let's go ahead and talk a little about that right now. Oh, I know we're going to give me 4 minutes on that one. Yeah. So what do y'all think about that?
Here's my thing. Ophelia and I had an interesting topic going about this, and we actually had a couple other people involved. In the statement, Jason Collins comes out and says, I didn't set out to be the first openly gay athlete playing in the major American team sport. Which, if you clearly listen to this, it says playing in a major American team sport. But since I am, I'm happy to start the conversation. Meaning that he is the first openly gay male to ever hit the American sports.
Team sport.
Okay. And I think that this is a false statement because we've had football players that have come out. We don't know his exact name. We can't pronounce it. It's not in English.
He was in retirement already. Go ahead.
And this one decided when we went to a stop prior to the show to look up gay athletes that have come out.
But they're not on a team sport. Understand what you say? A team sport. Swimming is not a team sport. I mean, diving. Sorry. And figure skating is not a team sport.
It is a team sport.
How?
Well, you have a team, but you're not all playing.
You're all like Team USA, but there's still an individual
do you have a group of guys sitting there on the ice skate together at one time
in the locker room together,
and trying to
your
score?
rhinestones on? That's a backstage drag
Tennis
show.
players are not a team sport. You said team.
No, there are a couple tennis games, aren't there? It's kind of like a team.
It's not a.
I don't think it's a team.
And I'm sorry, tennis is not a dominated male sport. That's basically what he's trying to say.
Does it necessarily?
Uh-oh.
Does it necessarily have to be a dominated male sport, though?
I don't think it's a dominated male. I think it's just like...
I think there's a lot of openly gay women in sports,
what was the quote?
So then why is it such a big deal that there's an openly gay man?
Because they're men. That's why.
Because it's football, baseball, basketball, soccer.
But women play those sports too.
Absolutely, but there's not as many openly gay athletes in general. But especially gay men of color is a really significant thing because you're reaching a few different boundaries. You're reaching being gay of color, which is already a huge stigma in itself for most cultures. And then you have that he's a professional athlete. And it was interesting. I was reading earlier, one of the news stations on their Facebook had posted about it. And of course, I read the comments because I like to get mad in the middle of the day. And it was a whole bunch of people who were commenting like, oh, what's the big deal that he's gay? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? It is a big deal. It's a big deal if you are a gay black kid in a very urban area where you don't get to see openly gay athletes, where you don't get to see openly gay people, but you have a person who's on, going to be on TV, a person who's going to be representing a huge team sport in front of thousands and thousands of people. It's a big deal to a lot of people.
But we also have the conversation too, though. How many? I bet you there's a long list of people that are on, not necessarily open, but
well, there's the kicker.
there's a gay list that obviously they're not out.
What was that comment you said? Is there like a secret group?
There's probably a secret group.
Absolutely.
And they're all Facebook friends, and it's a private group Facebook friends list where these people talk about, hey, by the way, we're all gay.
But it's a big deal to be open because you're risking, a sponsor potentially not backing you because they don't like who you're sleeping with, or you have, the potential threat of maybe getting, harassment in one city that you travel to versus another, or in some cases, if you're traveling out of the country and you're going to other places, you might not be necessarily safe to be openly gay in some
well, and it's already caused a lot of controversy in the sports thing. Kobe Bryant, Kobe Bryant says, "Good for you." Thumbs up on that. Was the Laker guy. There's another guy with the hold on, I'm going to say this wrong. The Lakers, not really, another guy named Antoine. Anyways, he didn't like the idea. There was it doesn't really matter. It's one guy. So what?
And I'm sure it's not just one guy. I'm sure there's several other guys that just aren't open about it.
A football player from the Miami Dolphins tweeted, and the organization from Miami Dolphins had apologized and is now disciplining
him.
But yeah, for his comments and stuff, which is, I'm glad this guy has an actual support, but it's gonna cause. I don't. So what? You're gay. So what? You know what?
I think it's a step forward, no matter what. When it comes down to it, all of us, as part of the LGBT community, we all want equal rights. And I think the more people that come out about it, the more awareness it brings.
Hey, you might get more gay people to watch football more.
Exactly.
I'm sure there's a lot more for different reasons. I know. I like it when they run the bases,
That only happens. No, that happens. I tried to learn football, and the Raiders, they have a baseball field in the middle of their stupid football field, and that confused the shit out of me. Yeah, I know. It happens.
Really?
Yeah, there's a baseball field in the middle of the stupid football field, and it's confusing as hell.
So you're like, why are you not running?
Exactly. I'm like, is he going running home? Is it a touchdown? What is it still? I don't know. That's stupid.
Funny. So you like sports?
No. No, the wife does, and so she tries to get me to be quiet and to stop asking questions. So she tries to teach me about them, and it doesn't work.
Are you a sports person?
No, not at all.
She clearly looks like a sports person.
You'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised.
You really would.
Are you a sports person?
I like to watch it. I know most of it. I don't have a favorite team, or I don't know the players and all, but I'll sit there and watch it.
I'm one of those people that I like going to the game. I don't like watching it on TV.
That's how I feel. I like to yell at people when I don't think
for no reason.
Well, when they're not doing what I think they should. So, no, don't go down that side of the court. Do
I
this
love
and
football.
stuff.
I love baseball. I would just rather be there.
I yell like they hear me. So.
I'm sure you're loud.
I like the cheerleaders. I think that part's fun. Like the halftime part. Or in between where they're trying to get you to cheer. I think that's more fun.
Well, now that he's come out, Boston's Gay Pride Parade wants to have him as a Grand Marshal.
Uh-oh.
I think that's a great idea. We should have him here, too.
I don't think it brings any significance here, but, cool.
I think we should have a gay athlete come in. Like the The Ultimate Fight Challenge girl.
You
What's her
should
name?
help solicit some gay. What Ultimate Fight champion girls? They're gay Ultimate.
There is, yeah. Liz
I
Camooch.
missed
Camooch.
that. I missed it.
Yeah.
She's saying,
Transgender,
what did you?
Liz
correct?
Camooch.
What?
Oh yeah.
No. There is a transgender also on a different league thing on the MMA, but Liz Camooch is also for the UFC.
UFC, and
I actually
Interesting.
want to see
Yeah.
pictures of the transgender because
Yeah.
if she does MMA type stuff, I'm sure she's really like
She look like a
cut and in
man.
shape.
She look like a man. Yes, she look like a man.
She's muscular.
That's all I have to say.
Why did you point at Eric when she said?
Because I thought he might pull it up.
Oh, sorry.
Eric's all I got it.
She looks like a man. Like
I thought what the
three of us out of this room.
Who?
Wait, which one?
What's the
Oh, the MMA the transsexual one. We just talked about that a couple weeks ago. Her name was Farrell Fox or something like that. I remember her name.
Farrell Fox.
Yeah, she was. She looked real manly. Real good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She said, "What?" That.
Is she ethnic?
Does she have tits?
Dun, dun, dun,
Is that her?
dun.
Oh.
She doesn't look very. I've seen.
You don't think she looks very manly?
No.
Look at the jawline.
Well, when you're like
She's
muscular,
She's an athlete.
that's what muscular women look like. They look usually kind of manly.
She does actually.
They look
look-
like they're gonna kick your ass. is what they look like.
Let's not lie.
I'm not talking about
See,
that no more.
she's tough.
What's her
looking.
name? What's it say her name is? Fallon
Fallon
Fox.
Fallon Fox. See?
Fallon
Yeah, I was
Fox.
close.
I like her. She's cool.
Farrell.
She's foxy.
Farrell
Oh,
Fox.
see, she looks pretty right there.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, okay.
She's
Oh,
just
yeah,
'cause
that's different.
She's just
Yeah.
athletic.
She looks like that because she has that mouth guard in. I think anybody looks kind of manly with a mouth guard in.
Well, she's all
Yeah.
sweet. Oh.
All right.
Is that a text message?
We win. Was that the end of our Hollywood gossip, ladies and gentlemen?
I think that was the end of our Hollywood
Well,
gossip.
you know what? And I think we should encourage all the athletes out there to support one another. It's all about love. If you don't love it, he don't love you anyways.
Actually, I have an interesting topic though about
to me.
celebrities.
Talk to me.
Michael Jordan just recently remarried to Yvette Portillo in Palm Beach, Florida. And I thought this was kind of funny because it just boggles my mind how much celebrities spend on their wedding.
How much?
$10 million.
Oh no, somebody he remarried?
No.
Oh no,
He got remarried. Well, he was remarried.
So this is like a second
This
marriage.
is the second wife.
And he spent $10 million.
$10 million.
Must be nice.
Can you imagine?
no.
What
I
would
can't
it,
imagine
I think
$10.
money like that would be so overwhelming as an event or wedding planner. Like, I'm going to give you $10 million. Do whatever you want. I would be like,
What
I
do
don't
you
even
get-
know where to go.
what do you get for $10 million at your wedding?
Right.
What do you, I mean, what,
I think you actually leave with the building.
oh. You take the whole building with you.
Coco's on it today.
She is.
We're going to go ahead and do a little phone call right now to our favorite person. This is Vixen with her News of the
News
Weird.
of the weird.
Yes. Hi, Vixen.
Hi, Vixen.
Hey, girl.
So you some of you guys might come for roller derby on Saturday?
We are coming to the roller derby. Eric, Mike, and maybe Ophelia are going to the
Awesome.
match to come and watch. We are so excited about it.
When is it?
Well, I'm usually standing at the end of the track down by the stage, so come find me.
Oh, where is it again?
There's an AV stage where the announcers sit. I'm usually down at that end.
At the Veteran
where is
Memorial.
the derby match again?
Oh, it's on the Arizona State Fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
And it starts at what time?
It
Seven.
starts at 6:45 is when they have the intros and the anthem. You don't want to miss that. And then the games will start
So-
at 7 p.m. sharp.
People should start showing up around 6 or 6:30 then.
Yeah, if you're
what
there by
day?
6:30, you should
Saturday.
be good.
Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Saturday. It's this Saturday. And if you guys don't have anything to do, any listeners that are listening right now, if you guys don't have anything to do, I do recommend, because I have been to a couple matches, it's a good time. Like, it's a good experience.
It
And
really is.
it's so, like, there's words that can't even describe the environment that you enter when you enter that room.
I am a huge
Right.
fan of roller derby.
This is Arizona Derby game, so it's bank track roller derby, and this is our playoff, so it's a triple header, 3-half games.
That's gonna be awesome.
What were you saying? You're a fan?
I'm a huge fan of roller derby from back in Philadelphia. I just moved here. I've been here less than a year. So
Oh, great.
who should I root for? I'm in a new land. I need a team.
Well, the 4 teams are battling it out. It's the Schoolyard Scrappers, the Coffin Draggers, the Runaway Brides, and the Brutal Beauties, and whoever wins this little mini tournament on Saturday ends up going to the championship against the Bombshells, who are undefeated this season, and the championships will be June 1st.
I might be able to make it to that one.
Awesome.
But which team is Rowdy on?
She's been on every team in the league, and she is currently on the Bombshells.
So
she
that's who
will be
you'll
playing
cheer for
in the
because you
Alright.
met her. And
I
you
know,
see-
yeah, I know,
And
I
she's
know.
real cute. So Vixen, so give us.
She won't be skating because her team automatically goes to the champs, so you'll be able to hang out with her.
Oh, there you go. A date with Rowdy.
Let's
Oh,
get
I
rowdy.
think we get the date with Rowdy. There you go. You bring the popcorn and the box wine, honey.
Why is Eric blushing right now? I just
He is
wanna know.
totally blushing. I think we had to set you up with Rowdy. I have her put some blue
Rowdy's
hair
married.
I was gonna say Rowdy's married.
on. Excuse me. You don't have because it's a date doesn't mean you have to do anything.
Married, not buried.
You have to. You have to entertain your fans, honey.
Married, not buried. That's a
okay.
new
We've got
one.
lots of single roller girls, so we can find him someone.
Oh.
There you go.
Well,
Now I'm blushing.
Now we got to get him a shirt that says "I'm single" and I. Well,
I like to get beat up by girls in skates.
With blue hair.
That'll get you lots of dates.
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging, honey.
It's not called beating up.
I'm
if
calling you
liking
out.
it.
I can recognize it. That's
Right. Vixen, what do you have for us today?
Okay, well, it's not all that weird. I mainly picked this story because I think you'll really like the pictures. They aren't gross or anything like the past couple weeks. But there were 3 men who were at a festival in Saudi Arabia, and they were deported from the country for being too handsome.
Oh, I've heard about them. Oh, yes.
Oh, my.
Hello, handsome. Yes.
And there were 3 men, and one has sort of been identified. He hasn't admitted that he's one of the guys, but he's not saying no either. But that's the guy whose pictures I sent to Eric so he could put up. But basically, the religious police officers told them they were too handsome to stay. And the guys weren't from Saudi Arabia. They were from the United Arab Emirates. And then they got sent to their own... So they weren't Saudi Arabian. They were there for the festival and got kicked out of the country back to their own country.
Well, I wish I
They were
had
afraid
that.
the female visitors could fall.
You won't have that
Achievement.
issue. No, you won't have
I wish
that.
I could walk into an event and be like, sorry, you can't walk in. You're too gorgeous.
You're too handsome. You must leave.
I'd be like, okay, sorry about it.
Well, you might get that when you go to the rollerbout this week.
Oh.
I doubt it.
I was trying to,
We let beautiful people in.
You guys
There
have
you
some
go.
gorgeous people that trust me. I've been. That's all I have to say. Mama was a happy little girl when I was walked up in there. All the white boys with tattoos and just.
I love the outfits. I love the outfits.
You can wear an outfit like that too.
No, but I can watch girls in outfits like that. No, I can. No.
That's fun. Okay, so give us a quick rundown. What time is it? You said 6:45, and you can go to ArizonaDerbyDames.com.
ArizonaDerbyDames.com. Box office opens at 5. Doors open at 6. 6:45 begins the intros and national anthem with the first game starting at 7.
Perfect. So thank you so much for giving us your Vixen. Oh my God! What is the name of the
Giving us your
News of the
Vixen.
Weird? Give it up for Vixen.
Ow! You can clap for
Yeah.
her. Yay.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay, I'll
you.
talk to you guys next. Well, I'll see you Saturday.
All right, honey. Good night. Thank you.
Okay, good night. Bye.
Bye.
That was fun.
That was good. That's kind of...
Those guys were sexy.
They were so handsome. They have to leave.
It's amazing what
Saturday.
Photoshop does nowadays.
They were handsome.
I'm going to behave on that one. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and meet our guest. Get a little personal.
Louisa.
Oh my God, I'm having. We're going to go ahead and talk to Miss Louisa Yvonne Valdez.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here. I don't know. What am I supposed to say? Just a little bit about
Yeah,
me?
just
Tell us about yourself.
Oh, goodness. Okay, well, I'm 3rd generation Phoenician, so my whole family's pretty much from South Phoenix. 3 generations. Yep.
What?
Yeah, we're Latinos, so we stick around. But no, I love.
Did you say
yeah, I did. I'm a Black Tina, but we stick around. So I've been here for quite some time. My whole family. I'm the vice chair for the Phoenix Pride Board, and I am the events assistant at Aunt Rita's Foundation. So I get to do some fun stuff for this community and outside of this community, and I love it. When I'm not doing all that, I'm a big hippie. I teach yoga for abundant bodies because, you know, we need to stretch ourselves, and I work with plant-based medicines. I do all kinds of weird things. So that's me.
Who has their...
It's not me.
Would you turn it off? Turn your volume off, sir. Something. So go ahead and tell us. So when did you come out to your family?
So I came out really young. I came out at the age of 11. I came out as bi. I knew that I liked girls as much as boys, and my mom's response was, "Awesome, you can't get pregnant." That was really exciting for those high school years. It was like, "Oh, she'll be fine." I
guess that is positive,
right? So I
don't have to worry.
But I have 3 brothers. My oldest brother's gay, and my youngest brother's gay. So we have 3 out of 4 of us in a big Catholic Latino family.
See, there you go. It's carried in the blood. That's proof right there. Because I have a firm belief that like it's genetics.
It is. It's absolutely genetics.
Because I have an uncle that I don't know if I should say this, but I have a uncle. I'm not going to say on what side of the family that we've all suspected, but has never fully came out. He's still single. I don't want to say fully. He's never. He shows signs, but he's never come out.
What are signs? Did he's wearing penny loafers and stuff? Or what?
Well, let's just
penny loafers? Who wears penny loafers
at all?
He's older.
Has a drag room.
It's a suspect, but we wouldn't be surprised, and he'd be gratefully accepted if he came out. But it's just...
So why don't you open that closet door and say, "Shh, come on out"?
Give him a dress and a pair of heels, honey. It makes a world full of difference. I have a gay uncle too. So it's like, yeah, we have a great big gay family, and it was a lot different for me being a girl than it was for my brothers being boys and being gay in a Catholic family. So they had a different experience than I did. And I didn't have to deal with it too much, until I was in the military. When I was joined the Army when I was 17. So I graduated high school, got the hell out of Dodge, and I think that's probably the first time.
And you came back.
I did. It's home. It's not perfect by any means, but Arizona's
That's
home.
crazy. Now you are currently a part of the board of Phoenix Pride.
Yes, I am. I'm really excited. We've got some fun stuff coming up. We got our Pride Gala.
Wait, they just hired a new
executive director. We
Yes.
did. We announced it on Friday. So Justin Owen is our new executive director.
So do we know a little about him?
Well, if you haven't had a chance to meet him, he's worked with our festival stage, managing the main stage and helping out with it.
Owen.
Yes, and his partner Jonathan Tom. They're
No,
if you're listening, Justin.
I've heard the name. I just
Facebooking
can't picture the face.
No, I actually friend requested because Angie was talking about him, so I was like, "Wow,
he's
my
amazing,
Ian right there.
amazing
Okay,
person."
I know who he is.
Are super excited to have him on board. He has a strong events planning background as well as a strong financial management background. So we're really excited to get him in for Brandy's last month or so with us. She's prepping heavily, and her and Danny are both getting ready for the Pride Gala in June. So if you haven't...
Oh, he's pretty young.
He is. He's a younger guy, and...
he's cute, too.
Well, I won't comment
I'm
on
going to
that.
throw that one in. Justin, if you're listening, you give me a call. I want to talk to you for a second. I know you guys yourself a man, but it's just getting to know you. So you have a Pride Gala coming up on June 8th.
Yes, we do. Okay. So you can go online, get your tickets at pride-gala.org, and you can check out some of our ticket prices and bring your friends, get a table, have a fun time with us.
And then you're also with the Aunt Rita's Foundation, you said.
Yes. So with Aunt Rita's Foundation, we just did our Save Her Life story a couple of weeks ago at the Phoenix Art Museum, so we were really excited about that. And then we did our Pause for the Cause event this Saturday at Pat O's Bunkhouse. They were
now, how
awesome.
does one get involved with the Aunt Rita's Foundation? Do you guys do volunteers?
Absolutely. You can always volunteer with us, especially we get a lot of volunteers in for AIDS Walk Phoenix, so that's coming up in October. Barbara does an awesome job
I can't
at
believe
doing
you're
her.
saying that's coming up in October.
I know. Well, I mean, events world, you have to plan out. So
well, yes.
We're already having meetings and flyers and discussion talks about it. So for us, it feels around the corner. But no, there's always ways to get involved with both organizations. We rely heavily on volunteers for both organizations in order to put on the events that we do and help the communities that we do. It's really important. So we welcome volunteers at all times. Please contact me, Facebook me, message me. you're
so
interested.
if no one is familiar with the Aunt Rita's Foundation, what exactly do they do for our community here in Phoenix, Arizona?
Well, they help 19 local HIV agencies that are here local in Arizona. So they're programs that are specific to people affected by HIV. So we're excited to raise money on their behalfs, and our donations from AIDS Walk Phoenix and from Save Our Life all go to our 19 agencies. So it's a great way just to be able to help out those agencies that are helping people affected by HIV here locally. We have 14,000 people about that are HIV positive in Arizona. About 4,000 people who don't know that they're HIV positive because they've never been tested. So that's something that...
Oh, my God.
I know. That's a really high number. 4,000 people who have no clue just because they've never been tested. Not because there's, free testing events everywhere or there's, ways to be able to supplement that. But it's a great organization to help with education and awareness. So
Very nice.
I love it. I love Aunt Rita's. I love Phoenix Pride. Phoenix Pride does some great things with our scholarship program and our grants program. And we're excited with the Pride Gala that it's all benefiting our scholarship program too.
That's awesome that you're part of two
big
organizations of our community. That's awesome.
Love it.
Now let's talk more about your boss for Aunt Rita.
I just want to remind listeners who are listening right now, if you are wanting to chime in on any of this conversation, please feel free to call us at 888-791-9294. And also, if you want to get a hold of us via the chat room, go to Q Talk America. We can conversate in the chat room, not via Facebook. Contact us in the chat room.
Thank you.
Is that what the noise was
Yeah.
on your computer? Is
Yeah.
people Facebook?
Yeah. So
People on Facebook asking the questions. I'm like, you should be on Q Talk right now.
Right. That helps
In the
our
chat
ratings. That helps our ratings. We're trying to be number one. We're trying to beat the boys of Work It Out. I'm throwing that one out right there. So are you married?
I am. I have a lovely wife. Her and I have been together. We just celebrated 5 years in December. So we're centrally located at Zazu, the gay oasis of Central Phoenix, it feels like. And we have 2 cats. We just put our babies on mature formula. So we're going through that fun thing. They're like 9 years old. They're all we have for kids. So. But yeah, so Marissa's amazing. She's an awesome artist here locally. And she just had her first big show last week as well.
Hair? She's a hairstylist?
Artist.
An artist.
Oh, I thought you said hair artist.
I mumble sometimes, but no, not a hair artist.
She does big old black girl hair.
She thinks she does some days, but no. She's an awesome artist.
And how long did you say you guys were together?
5 years.
5 years. Oh, very cool.
I know. She's fun. I
Just
love
like
her.
you and your partner.
5 years for you and yours?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
You can tell he's excited, right?
Well, I can't tell with those sunglasses.
Are you 5 years also?
No,
So
7.
7.
Yeah, December will be 8.
Good.
Holy
girl.
crapola. That's good in the
That's
gay
like,
world.
it's like dog years, right? You have to add like times
Right.
7 or
Mhm.
something like that.
That's what it feels
I
like.
could barely get 30 minutes out
She's
of
like,
somebody.
that's what I feel. Well,
I'm
if you're
just
lucky, 30 minutes.
Maybe 5 minutes.
I'm like, wow. Do you have any questions for Louisa? I know you have so much to ask.
Do I have any questions?
You don't have to ask me stuff. It's okay.
No, we'll get down and dirty in a little bit with Louisa.
Okay.
All right. So tell us more about your natural.
Oh, my herbs and stuff.
Yeah.
I know where you were going, but no.
Well, no, because
Natural.
Yeah.
well, no, because she's helped me. She's when I ask for advice, I always hit her up for natural
Absolutely.
stuff.
So I have my own business called the Herbalista, and so I do all kinds of fun stuff with natural medicine, holistic health. I went to school, it was actual hippie college out in Tempe, the Southwest Institute of Healing Arts, and I got my degree in Western herbalism. When I was in the Army, I messed up my back pretty bad. I was at a dead stop. Dude hit me doing 75, and so I have 4 bulge discs in my lower back and 2 in my neck, so I don't get to wear the fun heels that you ladies get to wear on the weekends and
They're
stuff.
not
Like, well, they sure look
I enjoy
good.
them.
They look good. But no, that's, the VA didn't want to really do a whole lot. So I finally, after years and years and years, somebody's like, try plants. I was like, oh, come on, girlfriend. I'm on some good stuff. Like, your plants aren't going to work on me. She's like, no, give them a shot. And I did. I fell in love with it. And it was just a whole, detoxing of my life, detoxing of my body, and figuring out what to do with it. So I love working with natural health. I do some work with some of our youth that are in our community that maybe don't have access to healthcare. I've helped out on some individual basis when it comes to like what types of things can I eat if I'm out on the street, or what types of things can help me if I'm not feeling well in certain situations. So it's been great to be able to interact with people on a different level.
So now, do you grow this stuff in your backyard or something? You're like,
I'm not
I'm
yet.
just go gardening. I started for a headache.
I wish, like soon though. No, I live on the second story, so you can only grow so much on a second story apartment. And but soon I will be downtown, and I will.
So how does one contact you if they're interested in your business here?
Theherbalista.com. So it's, if you look that up, I've got all my website.
Do we have that on our
you could
thingy?
Please throw it up.
We'll throw it on it. We'll find
especially all you big girls. I'm starting big girls. I'm starting yoga for abundant bodies. So if you have an abundant body and you want to learn how to
Bryce,
stretch
you and I want to do this
in a different way than you're used to. Bryce is like,
Bryce, you're supposed to help me out here.
I'll help you out, but I have an LA membership fitness, and I go to yoga there. I'm trying to slim down, not that I'm saying that you're maintaining the full figuredness, and I don't mind. As long as you're happy, I'm happy. But what I'm saying is I'm trying to slim down, so it's a different kind of workout.
Oh.
Well, you can keep your LA fitness.
You can pay your $200 a month.
I wanted to ask you,
how much
I got people with booties up in my class, let me tell you. We're good.
I wanted to ask you, though, you had mentioned that you were in the military. Why did you leave? Because of the accident?
Yeah, I was. I basically got injured probably about a year and a half into my contract. I wanted to do 20 years. I thought it'd be awesome by 17 and finish at 37. Things would be cool. But with my injuries, it was just too difficult to stay. And I could have stayed in, but I wouldn't have been able to deploy anywhere. Wouldn't have been able to do anything really exciting. So right. So it was kind of like, all right, well, let's figure out what the new phase and stage is.
So you had mentioned that the VA didn't really take care of you.
I
don't want to throw them under the bus, because I do have siblings that are in military right now in the Marines, and I've always heard interesting topics about how they take care of people after they're done with their services.
Yeah, they don't. and they bless their hearts, they're trying now. There's a good group of people who are really trying, but it's very difficult to be young in the VA. It's very difficult to be young and gay in the VA, and it's especially difficult to be young, gay, and female at the VA. So I've had the GYN doctors give me comments about, oh, well, you're not even having sex with men, so why are you wasting benefits by coming in here and seeing a doctor? Like legs up in stirrups, having that conversation. And so there's, times where I've been in the emergency room and like, can you have my wife come back here? Well, if you tell me she's your sister. And it's like, no, I don't need to tell you she's my sister.
Are you kidding?
Oh, no. So it's been a very interesting process since, I got out in 2004. So since 2004, it's you see small changes, but it's a really difficult environment if you're an LGBTQ veteran. There's a large population of Vietnam veterans that are transgendered, and just trying to get services, basic mental health care, basic everyday care can be pretty difficult. So it's a really interesting climate for LGBTQ people at the VA. Can be.
Wow, that's crazy.
I know. I got all serious for for a second. Sorry about that. Debbie down.
No, that's fine. Because no, seriously, this is why we bring you guys on, because we don't know. We don't know. We see you guys everywhere, and people are like, well, who the hell is she? What's she?
They don't really know.
Right.
We want to know the real you. Do you cook?
Marissa's a better cook. I like to bake, so I'm more of a brownie baker, cookie baker. Your cookies
I love baking.
Total baker. The wife's probably a better cook than I am.
Oh, really?
I let her.
I don't cook or bake.
No.
Clearly.
I tried. I've burnt noodles.
I know how to. I'm too lazy.
You burnt noodles?
I've burnt water.
The top ramen?
How do you burn top ramen, girl?
This one knows I don't cook. I've tried.
It's
got to the point that, let me tell you, there was this one time I tried surprising my partner Mike, and he was at work. He came home. It was from a night working at the bar, and he came home, and I was like, oh, I have dinner surprise for you, blah, blah, blah. So he gets home, and I was trying to have this all done so that way by the time he walked through our garage door, he'd sit down, and just me sitting there magically with, with the bottle of wine pouring as he's walking in.
I can only imagine.
Were you standing like this off to the side?
Pretty much.
With just an apron on.
I was standing like
just
that,
an apron.
standing next to the stove in our kitchen, because through the garage, like you enter straight into our kitchen. And I remember his facial expression, because I remember him opening up the door and him going like this.
The smell.
because the cloud of smoke from the burnt chicken that filtered the entire. I had the windows open, I had the doors open, I had fans going, trying to circulate everything out of the house.
It was already a crisis like 10 minutes before he got home.
Wait a minute, smoked chicken's in nowadays.
I tried cooking.
It's called blackened chicken.
Yeah,
it's called
Bryce's blackened
takeout,
chicken.
girl.
It's
called takeout.
But
take out and put it in a pan and then act like you cooked it.
Didn't you see Mrs. Doubtfire? That's what she did.
Yeah,
pretty much. Here's the thing, though. What saved my butt on this was
you were naked.
Fresh and easy. Fresh and easy.
Yeah,
because I went to Fresh and easy right afterwards. It's like, oh my God, they have all this food that you can just literally shove in the oven or microwave, and
put
it's like
bowl.
done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're closing.
They're not what?
They're not paying these bills.
Oh.
I do have a funny story about the store Fresh and Easy with the Easy Made stuff. I'm gonna put a secret without putting out a name. We went to a friend's house for dinner one time, and she like made us dinner this whole time. And we were like, oh, great, she never cooks. Like, awesome, she finally cooked us something. It was great, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, 2 days later, somebody else, like, had the exact same meal, like, as their lunch at work. And I was like, wait, what are you eating? Like, I swear to God, I just ate that for dinner, too. Oh, it's from Fresh and Easy. It's one of those things you just, like, take a bite. And I was like, this chick had us thinking that she cooked dinner for a whole bunch of us over there, and it was not. I never said anything to said person, but I know your secret, girl.
Is that Natalie?
No, it wasn't. I know your secret, though, girl.
That's funny.
But the Fresh and Easy is closing, though. I don't know if you guys heard. They, I saw an article in, I think, the Arizona Republic.
It's all over the news, yeah.
All the Fresh and Easies are going to be closing because it's a European market that opened up to America a few years back.
And it's not working
and
as
it's
well.
not working, so they're closing up shop in America.
They open, like,
speaking of
and
Fresh
I go there all
and
the
Easy,
time, clearly.
I don't like
speaking of Fresh and Easy, we do have a sponsor for this show also. It is called TLAgay.com/QTalk.
Fresh and Easy.
If you are interested in purchasing some adult items as books, toys,
a dictionary.
a dictionary,
Dictionary.
a dictionary, please visit our sponsor at QLAgay.com/QTalk for your 10% discount on your purchase. That's right. One more time.
10%.
TLAgay.com/QTalk. And CJ, my birthday's coming up. I know you're listening. Along with that calendar you're giving me, I would like some toys.
He's not gonna make a calendar.
He would like some turfs.
You see me? He's making me a calendar.
Okay,
You promised me a calendar.
With your
promised
face
you
on
no
it, like you
such
told me
thing.
earlier. Do you know
No.
this one? Before the show, we're sitting at an establishment. An establishment.
God.
This one says, "I think I'm going to make a calendar with my face on it."
You should.
Thank you.
You should.
Thank you.
That's like that. I'm
You
going to
should.
make a calendar with my face on it. Why?
Do you know how many calendars
You
your
don't see
mother
your
would
face
buy?
enough every day
Like
in
one
the
of
mirror.
those refrigerator magnet calendars where it's like just a
Yeah.
picture of you and then you rip
Yeah.
off the
Do
the
it.
You
whole
see me
month
all year, yes.
Oh, no, thank you.
Could it be a partial benefit?
Really? Watch Coco.
I would never buy it.
Coco St. James to come out with a calendar because her husband.
Yeah, I
Robert is
sure
listening.
will. I sure will.
I will buy your first one, Ophelia.
Thank you. If I'm my only one too.
And her last
Your mom
one.
would buy one. Your
It's
mom
a
would
limited
go.
edition. We're
There
taking,
was only one made.
You could sell them at Flagstaff Pride.
okay. Anyway,
True.
speaking of Flagstaff Pride, we will be there in June. So let's go ahead and meet our friend from the other side of the Gayborhood, from the east side actually. We went from the west to the east.
Central.
Hairstylist by day, drag impersonator.
I impersonate
Lady
drag
Gaga
queens, yes.
impersonator by night.
Thank you.
Let's make some noise for Miss Coco St. James right there.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, that was fun.
Hot tamale right there.
Yes. Well, Coco, how are you? Thanks for coming in and
I'm
chiming
wonderful.
in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, why don't you tell us a little about yourself, Miss Coco?
Well, I'm originally from Utah. Yeah,
Utah?
exciting. Yes, I know.
I didn't know that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I thought you
wow.
were born and
Ladies.
raised here.
Let's
No.
not fight now.
We went to the same high school.
Wait, what?
Oh, whoa. Yeah, we went to the same high school. Awkward.
You went to the same high school.
Yeah, I
a hot
graduated
minute.
before him.
Yeah.
Well, I see you graduated.
Well,
Wow.
He is older than I am, believe it or not.
Okay, and,
anyways, I've been here since 2001.
Nice. You gotta
Really?
keep talking
Yeah.
about yourself.
Wow, you haven't been here that long.
Mm-mm.
Wait, and I'm confused now.
About what?
Oh, wait, that's why you got that younger than. I'm like.
Did you forget how old you are?
It's like Tinseltown.
I'm 22 Oh!
It's like an age thing.
Shut up.
Going on right now.
So, when did you start performing, Coco?
I started performing probably about 5 years ago, I think.
Why?
Was it 5 years?
Why did you start? Was it because of Drag Wars?
No, I started before Drag Wars.
Is it because your husband wanted you in heels and he asked you to put it on one day? You said, I like
Might as well should be.
Was your first performance at BS?
Can she
At
answer?
Drag Wars?
Right.
No. I know, right?
I'm trying to be your buffer girl. I guess.
Thank you.
Every
Thank
finger
you.
here. So when did you start?
Tell us about your drag history, why you started.
I started at the Pump House. Pump House 2.
Not
Back
there
when.
anymore.
Yeah, it's not there anymore. It was. Well, the first time I ever did drag was. It was my 22nd birthday at this bar. 22nd, because I was actually turning 21 and I had been there a few times before that. Anyway, so and Fantasia, do you know Fantasia?
Saxton.
Saxton, yes. She was hosting the show, and we were kind of really, really drunk. So she dragged me on stage, took me in the back, and put literally lipstick, eyeshadow, a really interesting looking vest, and a wig, and it was horrible. It was a mess.
And was Robert with you at the time?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then we did that was horrible, and I barely remembered it the next day. But I was kind of like, oh, that was kind of interesting, whatever. And then what was it, like a month later, they had an amateur night, so Robert talked me into doing it. I did it, I won, and it just kind of went from there and grew.
So, being that your drag career started so on the spot, what is it that you enjoy the most about doing what you do?
I just enjoy making people happy, I guess. Entertaining people.
Can I go back a little bit?
Sense?
You're from Utah, you said.
Yeah.
Have you came out to your family?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How did that go?
Oh, well. When I came out to my family, they said they were fine, and then about 2 months later, I ended up getting kicked out of my house. Yeah.
How old were you?
16.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I ended up living in a group home for about 8 months.
Wow.
Yeah. It was actually the best thing that ever happened to me. Really.
Well,
You started hair school then too, didn't you?
No, I started hair school after I left the
okay, yeah.
group home.
Because you had to have your high school diploma.
Right.
Wow. So do you talk to your family now?
I haven't talked to my mom since last November.
Was it like a double? Did you have to do a double coming out process when you started doing drag? Or do they not know that you do drag?
No, they know. No, not really.
No.
I don't know. I guess I didn't really think about it.
You
I
have
don't think I ever
siblings?
said, "Hey, Mom, I do drag."
You have siblings?
But she knows. Yeah, I have an older brother and a younger brother. Older brother still lives in Utah. Younger one lives here.
Oh, really?
Has he
Do you
seen
still
Coco?
keep contact with him?
My younger brother see me.
Oh.
In
really?
drag. Yeah, he's been to a few shows.
Nice.
My older brother hasn't, but he lives in Utah. I haven't gone out there just to, hey, look at me.
You should. You should
do a
do
drag
But
fundraiser.
he's on my Facebook, so he's
So he knows.
seeing me.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Well, at least he has some kind of support still. I mean,
Yeah, I talk more to my older brother.
nice.
Him and his daughter. His daughter is so adorable. She's I think she's 15 now.
Oh my God! How old's your other brother?
Oh, he's 33 or something.
Oh.
He was young. She's not 15. She's 12. I didn't think about that. She's 12 or 13.
Yeah,
he's
he was
34.
really young when he
He's
had that
34
kid.
or
It's
35.
17. That's the standard par for Phoenix, right?
He was
West side of Phoenix.
No, he was 18. So whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, I get a message in our chat room from CJ. Say, you name it, Affair, you got it.
Oh.
Told you.
Get
I'm
it.
loved.
Oh, you
Thank
do
you.
it.
So
I will photograph CJ for you.
photograph.
Who's a CJ person?
Wait, are you a photographer?
No, but I take pictures of him all the time for you.
Who is he?
CJ is
You should pull up a
delicious.
picture.
Anyways,
I have a photo.
you're currently Miss Metropolis America.
Yes.
Never a pageant queen.
Never have been.
So what happened? How does that happen?
Well, hang on. I want to see this person. I close. Oh, wait, there he is. I know him.
Who's
Everybody
CJ?
knows him.
I know him.
I said hi to CJ. CJ, I know you're listening, but I don't actually know who you look like.
When you see him, you'll know.
Who you look like? He looks
So,
like CJ.
Back to your pageant.
Oh, I know who CJ.
Yeah, so basically I never really wanted to do it, blah blah blah, but I ended up getting talked into doing it. Basically,
do you think it was a good decision?
I would have been fine without it.
But it was a good learning experience.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The thing that really got me to do it was that because everybody's like, well, how do you know it's not fun unless you tried it? So I tried it. I didn't like it. I did not enjoy.
You should have got your money back.
I do not enjoy that whole process. So it's just not me. It's not my thing.
And that's okay.
I mean, when did you start being the Arizona Lady Gaga impersonator?
It was kind of weird. I started when she first came out, I kind of didn't like her, so I never really did her. And then what was it? I think Poker Face came out. I was like, ooh, this is cute. So we just kind of started not really dressing up like her, but just kind of doing my own thing. And then I did it once, dressed like I made a costume kind of look like hers, and then everybody that night was like, oh my god, you kind of actually look like her.
And
I kind of remember it kind of just happened.
It just happened. Then Robert's like, well, let's play on this. And we just made a whole bunch of costumes.
And then speaking of Robert,
do you think that your Gaga fanship, per se, your love for Gaga came because of the character you started to play?
I think so, yeah. Because I kind of started watching her more, watching interviews and just seeing her as a person. And I really enjoyed that. Award show, shut up. Do not even. No, we're good. You probably still have that on your phone, too.
So when it comes to being, you're known for being the #1 Lady Gaga impersonator. I in my opinion, I would say you're the best in the western side of the United States.
I agree.
What events have you done?
Well, recently I did this big mall tour for her perfume release. So I went to all the Dillards and a few Macy's, and just I was there for 5 hours every day.
Just at a Macy's, right?
I just did Dillard's for their Sensational at Paradise Valley Mall.
And what was that?
That was fun. They're Sensational. It's it's just a day where they celebrate beauty, and they have sales and stuff like that. I don't.
So tell us this. You've been doing drag for, you said what, 5 years? What's your most embarrassing moment?
Oh goodness. I've had I don't know what the most. If you're a drag queen, stuff happens, and you can't be that embarrassed by it. You just gotta suck it up and it happened.
What's your one?
But the most embarrassing
I think I know
was
what
the first. You don't. The first time I went to California and performed at I don't remember the name of the bar.
Hamburger Mary's?
No, it wasn't a Hamburger. It was the first time. I wasn't there the first time. And I did my my 80s Coke mix, and I laid down.
I knew.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Lay down, sat back up, and my wig stayed got stuck on the floor.
Oh no.
So now every time I wear that, anytime I really wear any wig, it's pinned in nice and tight.
Not going anywhere.
What about your favorite moment in drag?
Favorite moment? I don't know.
No?
Do you have a favorite performance?
Okay, we'll do it that way. Yeah, my favorite is when I did the was it 2 years ago at BS West? They did their Halloween show.
2 years ago.
And it was a VMA theme.
I came up with that theme. I was very
proud. It was amazing. That's
We're
the best
concept ever.
That's the best.
I hope you heard that, Mike. Best concept ever.
Yes, I literally thought that was the best show. But I did my paparazzi. I did like the VMA paparazzi performance where she like bleeds and hangs herself, whatever, at the end. I did that.
It was really
hanging,
good,
but it was
nice.
amazing.
So is there one event or scenario that you wish you never had done, like you hated it the most or something?
Let me ask you, because I feel like this is an interesting topic that a lot of people in pageant world want to know what happened. When you competed for Miss Gay Arizona America.
Oh, there we go. This is the moment that I wish
That's what I was
never
waiting
happened.
for you to touch up on. I was like,
thank you. I didn't want to just throw that out there.
You could have just said it. But I don't regret it. I don't regret doing it at all. I don't. So I would never say that I regretted it because it was something that I did and I stand to it.
When it came to onstage question, you couldn't answer the question. What was going through your mind at that time?
I don't know. Yeah, right.
My balls
I don't.
hurt.
It was just a moment. Like I was already so nervous, and I'm not good with that. And like I had the answer, and then when Sashay read it, like I think she had switched the words. Like she changed the wording of it a little bit, so it confused me. So I was like, oh my God, like I dropped the answer, like the answer was gone. I was like, what? That was a completely different question. Like it didn't sound right to me. So I had her have her reread it and then literally stood there for like it felt like an hour. Yeah. It felt like an hour for me just looking at it. I'm like by then I was already embarrassed and like my eyes wouldn't focus. So it's not that I wasn't thinking anything. I just couldn't think anything. Like I got everything. Yeah. And then so I just told her I couldn't and I ran off stage.
So would you say that was probably the worst drag moment for you?
No. It was.
She just said it was a learning. She doesn't have it worse. It's all learning experience after a while. So
I guess that would be the worst. I wouldn't want to do necessarily that again. But I mean, I learned something from it.
And that's important.
I think drag is always a learning experience, no matter what.
Right.
Every show.
So, do you watch the RuPaul Drag Race?
Of course.
Let's talk a little dirt right now.
Do you watch it?
I watched my first episode ever this weekend, and they're with whoever the last three are, and they are bitchy. I was like, there's a whole lot of.
Let's go ahead and talk about that because there's a lot of shit going on with them right now, and it's all editing. It really is. It's editing. Mm-hmm. I mean, and that goes for any even the Housewives of Atlanta or it's all editing.
It's sensational TV.
Yeah. So and this is why.
The big girl, whoever the big girl
Roxy
is,
Andrews.
she said it. She's like, oh, whatever I can do to get in her head before she walks out on the stage. And I was like,
it's a competition.
They do that,
right? But
they do that.
Right.
It's a competition. There's people that do that on the million. What was that? $1 million show where you go on an island.
What, Survivor?
Oh.
Survivor.
$1 million. I'm a $1 million matchmaker. Like, what are you talking about?
$1 million.
I was like, a drag show? I'm still stuck on drag.
The point is, there's situations like that all the time, and I think Roxy's perfectly fine when it comes into it. The show's completely rehearsed.
Well, okay,
not rehearsed.
Well, it's not rehearsed, but why do you think she's still there? Because she's causing drama.
She makes good
TV. That's why Coco and Alyssa lasted so long because they had that drama between them. But it wasn't really
put drag kings on TV.
I mean, they obviously
need their own show.
Exaggerated.
They're getting
drama.
paid. You pay me to do this show and start some shit with anybody, I would do it.
Right?
You give me good money, I was like, hell yeah. Coco, I don't like you. I'm gonna let you right now.
You didn't get paid.
But do you want to do a show next month?
Of course.
Okay. See, that's exactly how it is. Speaking of doing a show next month, Coco and I will be in Flagstaff next month for Flagstaff Pride. We return. The return of Coco and Buns.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, and the other three.
3? Oh, yeah, the 3.
Yeah, the Latinas are coming. Actually, it's all Latinas going this time.
I'm half. We don't talk about that half.
Robert would disown her.
We won't. Robert, we keep talking about this. Robert, he is your.
I was gonna say, who is this Robert?
Yeah,
the stage mom.
Oh yeah, he's my partner of 7 years.
The stage mom.
he's my dance mom.
It's so funny. It's more than a dance mom because if Coco is involved in anything, you have to go through Robert first.
Yeah. Oh
really?
No. I do it that way because I lose track of shows. Like I'm horrible. Like I've double booked myself on occasion, And so I just leave it up to him if he puts it in the calendar. And that way, if it's not there, it's not my fault.
I do the same thing with Marissa. My wife, I do the same thing. Like, okay, we've got this event, this event, this event.
But you know what? I personally, I'm not taking your story away from you. I wish I had that. Not a stage mom, but someone who and I do it. I have people who like
a drag widow.
Because before I slowed down. And kind of went in hiding. I was doing way too much on top of my full-time job. You have a full-time job. A lot of queens don't have full-time jobs, and it's so hard to balance both of them. I mean, there's times that I will walk into work with eyeliner still on, and I'm kind of like, shit. How you doing? Can I take your order?
What you want for lunch today?
You want a burrito?
Well, when I met my wife, she was doing drag. She was part of Sisters Twisted, and so that's how I
really?
got familiar with her. And then I did drag for a few years too, and not anymore. Neither one of us, because we've got our own schedules now. But no, that was the same thing. Like, and I think that it's almost, I wouldn't say harder, but it's a whole different process going from female to male too, and then trying to like, girl, we got these titties we're trying to get rid of and trying to push them down, and so it's a whole different process as well to have to.
So does anybody? Do you guys do private parties? I mean, how do people get hold of you to? You can come to a party. I mean,
we've done many private parties.
So do they contact?
No, we've done like birthday parties. I've actually done a birthday party for a 3-year-old little girl. It was really awkward, kind of. Not really awkward. It was just like there was so many children, so I kind of like didn't talk too much.
Did they ask if you were a man in a dress?
No. I don't think they were old enough to really realize, but it was so much fun. They had me come as Barbie and as Lady Gaga. Oh. So like Barbie left and then Gaga came. They had no clue.
That's fantastic.
Totally had no clue that I was the same person. It was so cute.
Is there a lot of room for private parties for drag, like in Phoenix?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
there? Really?
Well, a lot of those kind of parties are usually earlier in the day anyways, and shows tend to be like
later on in the evening.
8 to 10.
Private parties, I think they're funner.
They're way more fun.
It gets you out of your circle of bars and drag.
It's a different.
Like I said, I just performed to 15 straight people, and it was.
Well, in my wife's from El Paso. When we went to go visit, there was a bar that said transvesti shows on Saturdays. I was
transvesti,
like, right? That's what. And I was like, "What the hell is that?" She goes, "Oh, well, that's the local language. Like that's how a lot of the drag queens identify here in El Paso as transvestis, and so they have their shows." And I was like, totally different culture.
Show.
And so when I was like, asking, it's a small town in the suburbs of El Paso, and so when I was asking, they're like, "Oh yeah, like we had a drag queen come to our wedding, and they performed." And so it was more of a private party type of culture there in El Paso. Where in Phoenix, I'm not familiar with that. Mostly, I'm used to seeing drag queens in bars and performing at like benefits and big events, not necessarily private. So
I love hosting different events. I mean, that's just me. I love going to Flagstaff. They are like the nicest people.
They really are.
I mean, they're all hippies, but they appreciate everything.
They're so nice.
I mean, they'll get you drunk off of.
And the elevation doesn't hurt you.
Yeah.
The elevation, trust me, the elevation hurts me.
Oh yeah, well yeah, because you drink the same amount of liquor.
Standing up or laying down.
Coco, when it comes to your fan base, because I feel like your fan base is a little bit more deeper than most drag queens because of the impersonation that you do. What is the most outrageous fan mail or situation that you've ever been in? Like scenario.
Like, did somebody give you their underwear during your performance?
No.
Like a bleeding heart of bacon or something.
That'd be awkward.
Because being that you do a lot of like the mall stuff, when you do a lot of the mall stuff or like the bar stuff, like have you ever had people like, oh my God?
At the mall things, yeah. But they think like some people actually think I'm Lady Gaga. No, that's because they thought I was actually Lady Gaga.
That's you giving like, good face, girl. You giving them good face. How did you feel?
Get them to pay.
So when we did it, I would walk through the mall twice throughout the 5 hours that I'm there, and in different costumes, and we would literally have girls, like young girls, following us, like paparazzi. Oh. Like they're just like so excited, and they don't want to ask to take a picture.
Do you have security when you do that?
No,
it's just Robert.
It's just Robert.
So let me ask.
Bitch, get away!
It's funny is I saw a picture you posted when you first started doing the tours, and it was so funny because it was like,
oh, the one at the Apple store.
No, I don't know if you were at the Apple store, but you were with your dog.
Velcro,
and you're holding the dog as you're walking through, and I think you have a bag. You're holding a purse and the dog at the same time, and you're walking with your head down, and you have glasses on. And
those are on my business cards.
It's so funny because it literally looks like Lady Gaga. Like if you saw that picture on Us Weekly or Entertainment Tonight, and someone posted like, "Oh, Lady Gaga was at the Scottsdale Fashion Mall,"
you would have believed it.
I would have believed it.
See, there you go.
No, there were people posting. Robert's nieces said that their friends had posted pictures with me, saying that they just met Lady Gaga.
Oh, funny. Now, if you can get her boyfriend, because he is sexy as a mofo.
Isn't he a TV star or something
from Chicago Fire? Oh, he is handsome. So you get him to walk around with you.
He was actually. They met when they did her "You and I" music video. He was the guy. He was the male character in the video.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so when it comes to your impersonation, let me ask, who do you favor more, doing Gaga or doing Coco?
Oh, good question.
That's a real.
That is a good one. I've never thought about that.
Took you all night to figure out a good question. Shit.
You know what? Honestly, it's about equal for me. I love doing Gaga, but I also love being able to do me, like being not just doing the Lady Gaga thing. It's you can be a little more creative. Like with Gaga, like I tend to try to make my outfits look like hers.
Yeah.
Whereas with like other numbers, I can just make whatever I want.
Yeah.
How does one describe Coco St. James?
Ooh,
Most people just say I'm the Lady Gaga impersonator.
You don't have a personality?
I'd say she's a fun time because anytime I see her and she's in face,
I'm always happy when I'm in face.
Clearly.
I'm just a happy, fun kind of person.
So,
in face.
When it comes to your Gaga impersonation, how far do you want to take it?
As far as I possibly can.
RuPaul Drag Race?
Maybe.
You don't think that the bad rap they're getting now will
bad rap?
Yeah, like all the people saying that they're all mean people and negative, and a lot of people are talking shit about these
I think
girls
that's just
right now.
media because celebrities get that all the time.
That's drag queens. If all these people that come to drag shows saw what happens in the back, they would think the same thing about us. We're all bitchy to each other. What is that?
It's a very small penis.
Oh, is this a Facebook thing?
I don't even know what it is.
Goodness.
Oh.
All right.
That was disgusting.
We have
you
any
just
more?
killed the mood.
Wow.
That was sorry.
Can we get a down sound for that?
No.
That's a sad little penis. I don't know.
I don't think that was the sound she was looking for.
That does not represent the penis.
Was that Star Wars?
Why don't you?
That was a dongle noise.
That would be
was
good. Do me a favor. I want you to pan out and take your glasses. I want you to give me a face when you hear this. Ready? Are you ready? Give me a. That's all you got.
Wow.
Zoom in on Louisa.
No,
ready?
let's not. Just don't put that little penis back up on the screen.
I'm happy I missed that.
I don't know how it was, but yeah, it was gross. All right.
Have you noticed that? Like a lot of like porn and what is this? What is going on? Have you noticed that on Facebook though? A lot of people like posting like naked pictures. I
posted something about that, and everyone thought it was just
porn.
No, I posted something about how I've noticed that my Facebook feed there's a lot of pornography in there, and I'm like,
there is.
That's because your friends like dirty shit during the day.
But I don't know if I didn't know if it was hackers.
You got some dirty friends.
I didn't know if it was hackers, like you know what I mean?
Didn't they used to delete you for doing that?
Yeah.
So how are these people? I get it. Like literally, I could probably go on it right now, and it'd be like the third thing on my feed.
This person likes scruff. This person like
maybe
no, it's not even
photos.
That. It's this person likes Asians getting rough.
Well, we have different friends on Facebook.
I was scrolling and I literally saw a vagina this morning. I was like,
Are you sure it wasn't a flower?
Oh, no.
Sometimes you can confuse
Well, I stopped for a second. I wasn't sure what it
Did you
was.
stop to smell the flower?
I stopped for a second. I wasn't sure what it was.
Oh, my
so
God.
I took
You
a
were
closer
sure
look,
what
and
it
it definitely was a vagina.
I didn't know if it was
So-
under the sea or what it was.
I was just going through my Facebook and I noticed my sister and my mom
I deleted
are listening.
that
Oh,
post.
hi, Mom. Hi, sister.
Hello,
hi.
Mama Buns.
Uh-oh.
This song. What did we talk about? All right, that was our moment of getting to know Louisa and Coco. Hopefully, y'all got to learn a little bit more information about them. So go ahead and find them on Facebook.com. We'll have them up again. If you want to book Louisa for some natural remedies.
Natural
Remedies.
healing.
We do have some listeners on here. Sammy just posted,
Sammy.
"Hey, Ophelia, my daughter just asked if that was a real girl."
Yes,
Aw.
Sammy, how are you? Sammy's daughter.
To a real girl.
Well, I am. Thank you for asking.
Oh, you got to have a southern twang in there. She became a southern
I like
belle all of a sudden.
cowboys
Blanche
and-
Devereaux.
And long walks on the canal.
Oh,
The one on Indian School Girl.
Eating my burrito.
Your burrito.
How you doing?
Oh, goodness.
Let's get a Hitler. And this, we're gonna get a little crazy now. This is time for us to be. Here's our favorite segment. We call Truth Be Told.
truth be told,
I'm
And
nervous.
This is as you should be. Trust me. And if you have any kids listening, we do ask that you please cover their ears because this might get a little racy.
Uh-oh.
And go watch Barney.
racy.
Is Barney still alive?
Uh-huh. Well,
It's still alive.
Oh, you gotta give them
I didn't mean.
Did you really just
You
ask
gotta
that
give
question?
them
I don't
room
think
to
I
get
don't
their
think they
kids
do a
out.
TV show anymore.
They
I don't-
actually do.
Newsflash, ladies
Oh,
and
they
gentlemen.
do? He's still on
They
TV?
still do.
I thought
Like
Laura-
new episodes, though, I
Uh-huh.
mean. Really?
Yeah, because
With like
What are
Baby
you
Bop and...
watching?
one of the kids
What's
I take
the-
care of in the morning
Oh.
watches Channel 8, and
Oh,
it's like
PBS,
at
yeah. That
7
makes sense.
o'clock, like they have a Barney episode.
Tell them
And
to watch Dora the Explorer. It's
I'm
more
surprised they
educa-
haven't made him a cartoon yet.
Multicultural
Like, just instead of,
education.
like, a costume, now it's a cartoon.
I wonder how old that
Or, I
costume
mean,
Are you trying
a
to
real
outsource
dinosaur.
Brownie? Are you
Whatever.
I wonder how
Brownie?
many
Barney?
sweaty bodies have been in that costume.
Ew.
I'm pretty sure they get new ones every time they switch them out.
Oh, Sammy just put her headphones on. Good job.
All right.
Here we go. We're going to go around the table and ask each ask a question, and each
And
one of us
let's
have to answer.
let's ask our
truthfully.
listeners too. If you want to chime in on these questions and share your personal experience, you can please call us at 888-791-9294.
Oh, there's no Barney. Oh, no Barney. Oh, next one.
Barney?
No, if any of the listeners have a question for any of us, yes, please call in or chime in the chat room like Bryce said. Any question, we mean any question. Trust me, when we say any question, it's any question.
Ooh, I'm scared.
Oh, my goodness. Louisa, well, since you're scared, either ask a question or pick a question. Be careful what you ask.
No.
Because you have to answer it
Let's
yourself.
see.
gonna have to-
Well, I
yep.
can answer it last, though, right? All right.
Yeah.
So, the first... Oh, this one's double stuck. Hold on. Bum, ba-dum, bum. All right. Have you ever had a crush on anyone in the room? Oh, get it? We're going to start with Coco.
You gotta go.
And to the left.
I'm going to go ahead and say no, I haven't. No.
Token straight boy.
Token straight boy.
No.
Sorry, Bryce.
Sorry, Coco.
I'm not gonna call you out right now. I'm just gonna be real nice and say, wah, wah, wah.
No, that's not.
My answer? Maybe.
I'll get it.
That's a yes.
My answer, it's Ophelia's crush, Eric. I have a big mad crush on Eric.
Is he in this room? Was that you?
And see, I refrained from admitting that you were my crush. So thanks. Yeah. Now.
Oh, see, now he needs a sound. He needs a
Apparently,
sound.
we're all invisible.
I'm sorry. I just met you. I'm horrible with names.
Is he in this room? It's only been 90 minutes,
What
girl.
is the
It's okay.
question?
Only been sitting right next to me the whole time. That's all.
Ask a question, Coco, or
Remember
pick
the
one.
iPad?
Yeah, it didn't say your name on it though.
No.
I'm frustrated now.
Sure is. She flew those post
Well, you blew your chance
You
with
guys
Eric.
did this one last week.
Well, then throw it out of the box. No, we didn't do it last week.
Yes, you did. I was listening.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I pay attention. Oh, okay. What is the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you during sex?
Oh, yikes.
Oh my God, my mom is watching too. My mom is listening.
Well,
Eric, you're first.
oh,
Does it have to be to us, or can it be to the other person? Because I can talk about Marissa all day.
during sex in general.
Okay, good. Sorry, Marissa.
Flatulence is never good.
Do you flatulate?
Well, I mean, it's not
Flatulate.
common practice. It's not like some kind of mating ritual or
Not a
anything.
fetish.
Some
but-
people are into that, though.
Some people are.
Really?
What is it called?
Brazilian fart porn.
Brazilian fart.
See, that was one of mine.
Is that on Extreme Tube or
Brazilian fart porn. Yeah, it's a real thing.
Do you watch?
No, I've watched it before.
I was gonna say that, but another one, his teeth fell out.
But that may have
giving
made
me
it better,
head.
right?
Oh no! Sorry,
Did that not
Mama,
make it
sorry.
better?
No, it scared me. And I asked him to leave.
Oh my God.
Can you please go? Your teeth fell out.
No, and mom and sis, if you're listening, please don't bring it up during the family reunion.
Oh, they will.
And he's going to town, and all I hear is, I said, and he's all, they fell out. You're not even that old for
At
them
least
to
it
fall
wasn't
out.
like one of those like ring toss things where it's just like, hey.
Right?
I said, you gotta go. He's like, no. Look, it went down. You gotta go.
You scared it.
Bitch is more than scared it, man. It went into hibernation for a while.
Traumatized.
For a week.
PTSD.
You know, it used to scare the shit out of me when I was a kid when our parents used to have those friends that would do that thing with their teeth where they pushed it out and you're like,
Okay,
and then you'd be like,
answer the
how
question.
do you do that?
Answer your
No,
question.
he's trying not to.
What's the most embarrassing thing?
What happened to you
During sex.
During sex.
This is going to get kind of
Mm-hmm.
Sometime
gross.
today would be nice. We only have a half hour left.
kind of
of the
gross.
show.
And this isn't with my current partner now. I'm just going to put that out there right now. But I will say this. This is going to get really...
Come on!
I don't know if I should say this. There was a moment with someone who I was intimate with where we had got sexually active. And let's just say there was some topping and bottoming going on, and I was topping. And
I have ADD, remember.
You have an ADD member?
let's just say that a weird noise was given, and it kind of shocked the hell out of both of us, and I couldn't tell if it started. if this
Are you
person
going to tell
passed
which
out-
one did it?
No.
That'd be
It
more
wasn't that- It
embarrassing.
wasn't that at all. I couldn't tell if this person
Who was
passed
it? Was
gas
that you or me?
or like if some air got caught in between. But I was like,
Oh, there's
I
some
honestly
days
was
I'm
just
glad
like,
I don't have a penis.
did this just happen? And I stopped, and I was like, I'm gonna go. Because I can't tell if you passed gas or if maybe some air got caught
I'm
up
not
in
sure
there
it
or
was near
something.
you, but we need some space.
This is kind of gross.
So you guys stopped?
Yes, that was kind of gross. It was a turnoff. I was like, I don't
But
know.
it
if you did-
happens, right?
Hey,
I guess.
You gotta grow up.
Yeah.
You could have been finished and you didn't. That one sounds wet.
That's like someone just plastered the toilet bowl, spackled it.
That's a whole different
Eric,
fetish.
you're up.
Oh, I did not tell my.
Oh,
I was. You're saying.
Eric's on top of this. Watch out.
Get it. I think for us, we're just really goofy in general. So anytime we have to negotiate sex, it's pretty awkward because we're both like really just awkward personalities. So, like if you ever seen the movie Knocked Up, where it's like, oh, do you want to have sex tonight? She's like, I'm so constipated. Like that's that's totally like how it's like, can you give me 30 minutes? And then after this Chipotle passes, we're totally good to go. So we're just like awkward like conversations that we talk ourselves out of sex more oftentimes than not.
Yeah. Oh God, that's amazing.
We reached that
my
lesbian
God.
stage of our relationship where it's like, you want to? Oh, okay, when this is over. Okay, cool.
Well, now I have a question now. Go ahead.
Oh.
Do you need to be sexually attracted to someone to have a relationship?
No. Well,
to have a relationship.
what kind of relationship?
I imagine the question implies an intimate relationship.
Sexually attracted.
Yes.
Yes, I would think so.
Yeah.
'Cause you're
No.
No?
No.
Well, if you want it to last. If you want it to last, yeah. I mean, a sexless relationship is just not
Our
gonna
high school
last.
Well, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for just sex, then they don't have to be pretty. You just have to have a condom on, and you're good to go.
Oh.
That's not a
Yeah, but if you-
relationship.
Well, that's
But
not.
you
Well,
get
it's not.
sick
That's
of
what I
it.
said.
If
What
you're not
type of
attracted, though, you'd
relationship
get
is
sick of
it?
that.
Well, it depends. I mean, if they know what they're doing. I mean, if you're
I
looking.
mean, maybe
But
if they're
then you
really
are-
good at role playing.
But then I would argue.
That in your example, that then you become sexually attracted to them.
That's
You might not be
Okay, that's
visually
Yeah.
attracted to them, but
Ophelia's making the weirdest face. Like,
I don't get
for,
it.
for the well, no, she's saying that if they were, even if you don't like look at them and find them attractive, they could be
But
good
don't you
enough.
want to look at them while you're having sex?
Well, yeah, but no, her argument is
sometimes.
Turn the powder on. Why are you?
her
So
argument
you have
was
sex with the light on all the time, and you look at them in the
I don't
face?
have sex.
Oh well, girl.
Oh.
I always like it with the lights on. It's always more fun
Really?
visually.
Really?
I love it with the lights on.
Like regular
I
lights or
asked
like
that, yeah.
disco lights or I mean what?
If it's
There's nothing wrong
natural,
with it.
natural lighting
All lights.
outside, okay.
Like all the lights.
Well, no, maybe not all of them. A little bit of atmosphere is nice.
Candle, right?
Like we have in our bedroom, we have those dim lights that work with the ceiling fan, but we also have our side lamp on both sides of the bed. I mean, usually they're all
No,
on.
what you
Mood
need to
lighting.
do is go to Spencer's and buy one of those ones that have the lights that go with the music and listen to some Keith Sweat. Listen to some Keith Sweat. He didn't know who Keith Sweat is.
what?
Thank you.
I don't know who that is.
What?
Thank you. It's an
How
age
do you-
thing.
What?
It's an age thing.
What are
Age
you
thing.
calling me old, girlfriend?
Hit her!
29. Thank you.
Me too. Oh my god. Isn't that awesome?
Winner.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's.
That's gonna be
Wait
rough.
a second.
Oh my god. Yes.
Let's ask Eric what his question from the streets are.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is there a question from the street?
I don't really have one
Oh
this
my
week.
god! Every single week I don't have one.
You said last week.
I
Well,
have a
it is
question.
it is what I said last week, but like,
Wait, it
I don't
wasn't-
know.
But you had one. You came up with something.
Well, I answered him.
Uh-oh.
Get over it.
Get it?
Think of it. We'll come back to you.
Coco's giving you a task now.
Look it up online.
Look it up online.
Use your iPad.
Find a
Oh
photo.
wow. Would you rather live a year without alcohol or get $100,000 tax free?
I would get $100,000 tax free.
Yeah, because you can still drink.
No, you can't.
Wait. Read the question again, because I did not
The
understand
question
that.
was: is anybody in the chat room? Would you rather live a year without alcohol or get $100,000 tax free?
Money.
You mean and get?
No.
Or.
You have to either give
That
up
was
drinking
boring.
for a year or get
Or you get the money.
$1,000.
Well, I'll take the money because then I can still drink.
After that year.
For the whole year, you couldn't. If you take the money, you can't drink for a year.
Oh, I rather just.
Oh.
I take the
That's
money.
not what it said,
Life
but
isn't
yes.
all about drinking. Let's be honest.
Exactly.
I'd rather be able to drink.
Shout out to Safe Outs and their lovely drinking program that they're helping to curb drinking in the LGBTQ community. So shout out to Safe Out.
Word.
Right on. Sammy in the chat room.
They're trying to get rid of it?
They're not trying to get rid of it. They're just trying to encourage responsible consumption.
You know what?
Oh, okay.
Thank you, because you know
Thank
what? There's
you.
people out there getting DUI still, knowing that you can get yourself a DUI.
Call Rainbow
And-
Cab. They will take you anywhere for dirt cheap. there's
Anywhere.
no reason.
And there's a
no
cab
reason.
there.
That's why I have a DD. His
All the
name's
time.
Robert.
Robert comes
time.
in
That's why
handy.
he's angry.
He
all the
is,
time.
yeah.
DD / like stage manager /
He's
booking agent,
everything.
I will
costume
say
maker.
this.
I love
He's
say
my
this.
world.
I
He's my
love-
world.
Robert does not drink, and Robert knows this, but there will be one time soon, one day, I will get him to do this. 2 years
You have
ago
to
at the
find him a
Halloween
DD.
show, when Coco and I were in the Halloween show together,
It was that same year.
it was that same year I tried getting Robert to drink because Robert does not drink, and he'll drink as long as he has a place to stay and B does not have to drive.
Yeah.
But
Smart
it rarely
guy.
ever happens. It's very smart. Well, I was like, okay, this is it. You guys got a hotel room for the Halloween show. I'm getting you drunk because I would love to see you drunk and get drunk with me. Because this one's always like, Robert, when he drinks, trust me, you don't want to be around
He gets
it.
crazy.
So the point is this, because this one's like, no, you're not drinking. No, you're not drinking. And when Robert drank, I didn't get him drunk because, like, by the time the show ended, we had 45 minutes to drink as much as we can, and he had like 3-4 shots of Jaeger.
But that's nothing for him.
That's nothing.
He is not a lightweight, I have to say. It takes him a lot to
So by the time last call
noticeably
happened,
drunk.
He's a Jaeger and orange juice, right? That's what we had at Flagstaff. Ugh,
Yeah.
that was disgusting. It's like eating ass.
I learned not to drink in Flagstaff because of that elevation. You get sunburned like a mofo.
That's why we do it at night.
Oh my
So you have your girlfriend
We do it at night.
No. Yeah, oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah. What's the question on the internet?
Sammy in the chat room says, a sexless relationship is boring. They try to buy your love.
Oh, I like you, Sammy. I agree. That's kind of what well, minus the buying part, but it's boring. A sexless relationship is boring.
You know what? I think sex is perfectly healthy.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
It's stress
as
relieving.
needed.
All right, what's your
Is it
question,
responsibly
Bryce?
and safely?
Yes.
Bryce, what's your question?
Did we answer what's your question?
I already asked.
What was that?
About the alcohol and tax free.
Oh, that one was confusing.
It was so boring.
Nobody answered it.
I know. Yes, they did. No, wait, you didn't answer it. Yes, you did. You didn't answer it.
I was confused by it, so.
Wait, hold on. Eric has a question.
No,
Answer.
the money.
Oh, see.
Going a year without it drinking would be easy.
Okay, so my question is skinny dip or streak?
Oh, really?
A pool girlfriend, it covers everything.
Yeah.
That needs to
I love that one. There you go.
But what time of the day, though?
I don't care what time of the
You
day.
didn't ask what time of the day.
I am way more comfortable naked than I am in clothes, so I don't care what time of day it is if I don't have to wear them.
It's kind of tough answer for me because I feel like skinny dipping is very relaxing to me. I have my own pool in my backyard, so I do it normally anyway. But streaking,
I don't think I could.
With it.
I couldn't streak.
That could be an adrenaline rush, right? Oh yeah, let's see if I get caught or see how high my
No,
balls
thank
go
you.
when I'm running
Well,
out.
that's why I wouldn't do it. Is because if I got caught, I don't want to be put out there as a sex offender and have my name put
Forever.
on
Right.
forever.
Right.
And you have to tell all your neighbors.
You have to tell everybody. Everywhere
I'm a
you
sex
go.
offender because I went streaking. I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Is that the thing now? Is streaking sex offending?
Oh yeah, it's public.
You
Oh,
could,
yeah.
you,
If
you
you
could
pee
go
in public,
pee in public, like
you're a sex
in
offender.
Old Town Scottsdale.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
got caught peeing,
Oh,
I
yeah.
had a friend that got caught peeing by the police officer in Old Town Scottsdale. And now he has a sex offender on his record because he got caught peeing,
And especially if you're like near a school or if you're near anything that's labeled near a school,
Even
and
if the school's
even if
closed.
it's just like peeing, even if you fell and your shirt's over your head, it depends on how much money you got to defend yourself and what can happen to you. Oh yeah.
Even if the school's closed.
Oh yeah.
You just wrinkled my brain.
So don't go exposing
Damn.
yourself in public.
you wrinkled my brain.
Yeah.
If you were gonna go streaking though, what street down Phoenix would you go streaking? down?
Central.
Central.
If you're gonna do it big. If you're gonna do it big.
Seventh-
Exactly.
Do 7th Avenue.
There's nothing
What's
down
down
7th
Seventh
That's the
Avenue.
neighborhood.
Duh.
That's the neighborhood. She wants to be in Melrose. She wants doing.
Oh, goodness.
I would not.
What about you?
I would rather be in the water than running around
Streaking,
naked.
yeah.
No thanks. I don't even like walking around my house naked.
The man
I
next
love
to you is
So if I'm gonna
Eric.
have to
naked.
do it.
Eric,
Hey, Eric.
would you-
If I didn't
how
have
about
a
you?
roommate, I would be doing it a lot more often.
Definitely skinny dipping. But not for the covering or concealing aspects, but because that's the romantic. That's the one that like
He's a
goes somewhere
sweet
with them.
guy.
Have you ever had
I'm
sex
trying
in
to
a pool?
get laid. Oh yeah,
You've had sex in a pool.
yeah.
No, I say that
Like
because
awkward
I've always,
sex
I've
in
never
Well-
had, I've had sex with a woman before, but I've never done it in a pool, and I've always been curious to want to know because I've fooled around in a pool
It's
before.
like douche, honey.
I've fooled
No.
around before in a pool before, but I've never actually like. Obviously, we can't
Have you seen Showgirls? It's just
penetrating
like
sex in a pool as men because it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, it can. If it can happen to girls, it can happen to boys.
It can be complicated. It's not the best place.
It's not as lubricating, and it's in water. Right. You would think it'd be as lubricating.
But wouldn't the water get in there, and the chemicals would wouldn't that
probably? If you've seen Showgirls, Elizabeth Berkley with her hair in the water, that's totally what it's like. It's not sexy or pretty or fun.
I think it's a great place to heat things up.
Oh,
I agree. It's a good startup.
Exactly.
So but then you take it to the shower, and then from there to the bed. That's what we usually do.
Is that how your pool works?
I'm never coming swimming this summer. He's like, pool party. I'm like, no.
No, you don't want to use that water.
I'm like, that's a lot of hair.
Ew, your pool just floating.
In the trap.
Oh.
All right, next question. I didn't like this one, so I'm going to ask another one. Secret fetishes. What's your favorite fetish, fantasy, something that's not vanilla? Miss Coco St. James.
You're first.
I don't know if I really have a fantasy, fetishy thing.
Really?
I really like bears.
Oh, see, there you go. That's a fetish.
I do.
What do you like about them?
I love hairy men.
Swarthy men. I love it.
It's manly, hairy men.
Now, I like, but the hair on the back grosses me out.
So you're not a back hair kind of.
I can do the front, but man, if I wrap my arms around you, I can feel your wings, honey. Forget it. It's over. That scares me.
So bears, body hair, Miss Coco.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, and what about you?
This will be fun.
So many. One that immediately comes to mind is I'm going to go to Bryce's defense, and I'm going to put it out there that outer space sex isn't as weird as everybody made you feel. That is a perfectly healthy, normal reaction.
I love it.
And, yeah.
Space sex.
A little sci-fi, a little love. I'm just saying, if you're in zero gravity, how can't you just try? You just gotta find out.
Is this with or without Star Trek outfits? I just want to be clear.
Well, clearly doesn't matter. Naked. But I think that's also one of the moments too where I think I would love to watch me doing it while I'm doing it.
So that would be a mirror.
Of course.
Not videotape it. I want a mirror there.
Or something. Space.
I would videotape it too, but I'm just saying.
And what would you call it?
Outer.
If you have zero gravity,
The outer
would your
awakening.
legs just be in the air then? If there's no gravity and you're having
that must happen all the time then.
What's your fantasy?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mine. Mine.
It's your turn.
You already said yours.
Hot wax.
Oh.
Hot? Really?
Have you done it before?
I have, and I love it. I love it. It's by accident.
Do you like to be
so
like
now
the
you know,
one
Mom.
pouring
Buy
it,
him
or you like
candles
to
for
be?
Christmas, Mom.
No. There's certain candles you can use, but you can't just go.
Girl, you don't have to tell me.
And you have to have the air on there. Just basically.
No, come on.
Your face is getting red, but you can still talk.
Do you like to be the one that gets the wax poured on you, or do you like to wax?
Yeah, I think hot wax feels good. I've just never done it with sex. Because I remember when I was a kid, I used to put my hand on the candle. And my mom used to get so mad because I'd ruin her candles because I'd just be sitting there.
I always burnt myself when I did that.
Get a candle and just accidentally
accidentally.
Not accidentally.
But if you're doing it like this.
Oh, it's so dark in here. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Pour the wax.
Don't put it on the man part. You don't want to burn it.
Why is it so dark in here all of a sudden? I thought we usually keep the lights on. I want to try something different. Oh, I'm so sorry.
He's all, yeah, I like that.
I think my fantasy would probably obviously be outer space sex.
Okay.
But I do have a thing for hot leather muscle daddies.
Yes. See, we're kind of on the same. Well, I don't care about being buff.
I like steroided.
Ew, that's
small
too
penises?
much.
Did you say hairy daddies? Is that what you said?
But see that
big, muscular, hairy, leather.
Small penis.
Awesome. Wow, small penis and roided out. Awesome.
And oddly complementary to space sex.
Oh.
I mean, you figure you're both floating there, so to have some straps to really get a hold of.
You're getting really into this. You've thought about this.
I like these
Would
games.
you like us to dim the lights down for you?
Do you need a candle?
Let me tell you how this goes, man. It's just the two of you, the warm glow of the.
You talking about us?
Whoever. This is Bryce's fantasy.
Game on, man! Let's do this. Turn the lights out, ladies. Get out.
That's awkward.
I think Coco's the only lady in here.
Why? Because I like hairy men?
No, because you're just the prettiest one in the room. That's all.
Oh. Thank you.
Who's next?
I think I'm gonna go agree with Bryce. I'm really big into leather, so anything that has to do with the fun, like submission and dominance, BDSM, I love it.
Well, speaking of that, don't forget our sponsors tonight, ladies and gentlemen, TLAgay.com.
Yeah.
Q-Talk for your 10% discount is TLAgay.com /Q-Talk, and for your 10% on your order.
10% hookup.
Yeah, you can buy yourself some straps, some toys, and
handcuffs, and
some books, and how to use
lube,
those things. Ooh,
right.
yeah.
Lube, very important.
Have you been on that?
I think flavored lube is disgusting.
It is. I teach an eco-sexuality class where I tell people about what goes in your body is just as important about what's on your body. So I talk about like natural lubes and like
really.
Oh yeah.
So what's natural lube besides saliva?
Oh yeah.
There's lots of them.
Besides saliva.
Well, besides saliva. No, there's one company. Can I say the company's name? It's Aloe Cadabra, and they are aloe vera based lubricants. So they're 95% natural ingredients, and it's aloe vera based.
When I was in Flagstaff, they were handing out some natural lube.
The Arizona, what is it? Something desert.
Something of another. I don't know. It's something that we picked up on the way.
Yeah, it was aloe vera based also.
Was it?
Yeah.
How did it work?
Good.
All natural, all fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
She was very smiley with that.
No, it's actually on my bedside table like all the time.
I grabbed a handful. I don't know why I have a handful of lube at my house. I don't use it. And does that thing expired, by the way? I don't know.
Yeah, you might want to check the expiration.
Oh.
On lube?
Lube?
Yeah, it can go bad.
Like, will it go, like, what?
Yeah, depending
like,
on
happen?
what kind it is. Like, it'll just, like, smell funny, and then it won't be as
Well,
lubricated. It gets
it's never been
tacky and
opened, so
sticky.
I don't know how it smelled before.
It gets...
This one smells like
That's what she
tropical
said, girl.
something.
I think the best lube I have ever used is gun oil.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's good.
Wow.
Gun? You like when you clean your guns with?
No, it's a brand.
Called gun oil.
Oh.
But I think it's one of those things. It's one of those lubes that, like, anytime I've used it or I've seen a reaction from it being used, it's like
WD-40 works
instant, like eye rolling back to the head. Like you just want to.
Can you make that face one more time for our viewers? Can you do that?
I'm not gonna make that face.
That was great.
And go.
Ready, set, go. That reminds me of the long
And then you get on Mortal Kombat on each other and just kick each other's asses. That's a good
Take
time
her
right
head
there.
off. That one. Yeah, whole new
Finish
spin.
him.
Exactly. Oh, I think it's this way now.
Oh, are we
That
still
was
going?
crazy.
Yeah, unless
Yeah.
you have another question, Miss Coco St. James.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, you
I'm
can
not
go ahead
good
and
at that.
catch us every week here on Gayborhood Friends. And next week we have our friends from the Gayborhood, who's also on part Saturday night or Saturday afternoons, 4 o'clock here, working it out with Ernesto Ortiz and Gene Moore. They'll be joining us next week for our guests. And you can also find Luisa on Facebook and Coco also. We're not. Are you kidding me?
What?
It's-
Huh? Ready?
Oh.
All right. If you could bring someone back from the dead, who and why?
Whitney Houston,
Oh, girl.
And why?
because I've always
Why?
wanted to see her live.
That's okay.
That was that 9-year-old Ophelia just like right
Yes, it was.
Oh, I got this.
Eric, do you have an answer?
I have too many.
Oh.
You have to pick one.
fave?
Damn, this is gonna make me pretentious.
Uh-oh.
Natsume Soseki.
Huh?
He's a Japanese author.
Oh, I used to not my toe sucky. I'm like, we are not talking about fetishes no more, honey.
Natsume Soseki.
Okay, so he is a Japanese writer, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
He wrote the book Kokoro.
And why him?
I find that a profound book, and I would have to talk to him.
I think mine would be Marilyn Monroe
Why?
to find out what happened.
Oh.
She ain't gonna tell you. Ain't nobody tell you.
You really think she's going to come back just to tell you that?
She'd have a drink.
At least.
She might tell you over cocktail.
But I think when it comes to icons, she's up there as a huge icon when it comes to ladies of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Who would I bring back? I would bring back
Beetlejuice.
That.
Just say Beetlejuice 3 times.
I will go with a short-term one and say Heath Ledger. Like, I think there was so much of him. I think he had so much left to do. I think that there was so much more coming out of him still. So I would love to bring him back and see what he would have done.
I agree.
And
I completely and utterly agree.
Oh,
that's a good one.
He was a good egg.
So where can we find you at next, Coco?
Oh, do I not get to answer this question?
You want to tell us where you're going to find you next before we answer this question?
Okay.
You answered the question, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh, go ahead.
He did. I would say Kurt Cobain.
Also a good one.
He went through my mind.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he could have made so much more of a change with music if he had.
And then Courtney Love wouldn't be so crazy.
Yeah, she would.
Yeah, she would have.
Yeah.
It didn't get better for her.
No.
It did not get better for her.
Where can we find you next, Coco?
Sammy on Q Talk America says Dale Earnhardt. He was an amazing NASCAR driver.
Oh, yeah.
He died?
Yeah.
NASCAR. A long time ago, honey.
Oh, I don't know.
Big explosion.
Let's see. Next, where am I? I have to check my calendar because I don't even know.
Louisa, where can we find you next?
You can find me all over, but Pride Gala is coming up in June, and we have Red as the Night for Aunt Rita's Foundation coming up in July. So you'll catch me all over town getting things ready for that. So if you're interested in volunteering for either event, or if you have silent auction items, get your tickets, all kinds of fun stuff, come find me, please. Thanks.
And for you, Coco?
I will be at Amsterdam Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday for our weekly Thursday show. I'll be there Friday for First Fridays, working the door. And then, of course, my weekly show Saturday.
All right. Well, that's the end of our show. We want to say thank you to our friends again, Luisa Valdez and Coco St. James.
Ladies.
I am Ophelia Buns.
And I'm Bryce.
Don't forget to love each other and love each other as everyone around you. My name's... We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.